guys, listen up. As you get older, the best way to continue to look young, exuberant, and vibrant is to continue to take care of your skin. That's why I'm excited to have Tige Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. You heard me talk about them before, and you're going to continue to hear me talk about them because I believe in their products and the positive impact that they have on every man's life. Tige Hanley makes taking care of your skin so easy. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing that you don't. Every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. Lapeef family, I must admit, skincare wasn't always something I always focused on, but since I started using this system, I've seen improvements in the way my skin looks and feels. And you don't have to take my word for it. They have over 5,000 five-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers from around the world. I recommend you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer, and a PM moisturizer. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tige Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Tige Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click that first link in the description and you'll get 30% off the first box plus the free gift. Seriously, that's an amazing deal. Even though it's too early, as I often say, it's never too late. Click that link and get started today.
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Can y'all hear me? I never take my computer out, but I had to take it to work today. So I'm wondering if I'm even plugged up. What's going on with y'all? How y'all doing? Let me know in the comments. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all? Oh, okay. All right. Y'all can hear me. I'm fresh out the shower, man. Coming from a nice dinner. Perry's Steakhouse. If you've been to Perry's Steakhouse in Houston, go ahead and let me know. Let me know. They took us out to dinner after kicking our ass during this audit. Man, god damn. I don't got my main mic on, bro. I had to take this computer to work, and I tried to plug it, but I don't know what's going on. Hold on. I don't know what's going on, bro. But we'll make it do what it do either way. All right, shout out to all our viewers nationwide and international. Some of the places they frequently watch this show, it's morning time. Y'all getting up for work already. So shout out to y'all. As we get deeper into the conversation, y'all can join in on this one. If you are international and looking at all this messed up stuff going on in America, I'm sure you have notes. I'm sure you have something to say. Y'all all saw the topic for today. I'm not even gonna hold you or waste your time. This is pretty funny. What's going on today? I'm gonna drop that link, man, but I'm gonna talk on some stuff. I'm gonna speak on some stuff, man. What is going on out here, y'all? People lying. People lying. They are lying. Oh, there's my mic. There we go. Main mic. Main mic is in business. I'm turned all the way up. Now y'all can hear me. What's going on? Now we ready for the Trigger Mike show. All right, what's going on, everybody, man? So everybody want to talk about Carlee Russell or call it Carlee Smollett as her new nickname. As her new nickname is. I'm sure everybody in the chat that's currently watching has heard already that we got a liar on our hands. And let me know if you agree. This is one of those times where I don't like being right, man, because put a 1 in the chat if you agree that what's going on with the state of, not only the state of affairs in America as it pertains to this culture, but put a 1 in the chat if you agree that, you know what, don't even do it. But what I'm saying is that This is kind of sad to watch. Yeah, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. These type of things are funny. They give us talking points. They give us things to dialogue about. We can make shows, we can make content about it. We could talk about it ad nauseum. But one of the things I want you to read or think about is from the stuff that you've read throughout your life. Sometimes I read these type of things and how they catch national attention. This is prophecy coming true. Bearing false witness against your neighbor, wrong things being misconstrued for what is right. Like every time I see something to this effect, I just think, man, this is prophecy coming true. People have lost it. They have lost it. And it's not just the Carlee Russell situation, y'all. It's not. It's not just her situation. What it is the culture behind these situations and people blindly throwing themselves, all of their efforts. Protect black women. Like, give me an example. Talk to me, chat. Before anybody had any details on what happened, before you collected one shred of evidence, please let me know some of the things you heard people saying in support of this effort, as they often do. Give me some of the statements that you heard people make and speculations that people had about this particular situation. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. She going to jail. She has to. When you launch a police investigation like that, especially when you attempt to embarrass a police department, you know these departments are made up of people, right? People with that they can get angry. They can choose whether or not to levy charges against you. They definitely gonna put charges against this woman, more than likely. They're definitely putting charges on her ass. You spend taxpayer dollars when you pull stuff like this. As soon as it gets national attention, that police chief does not want to be on the wrong side of it. He's calling in overtime. Figure out what happened. Call in our best investigator. You spending taxpayer dollars so somebody can look for your unlost ass. Have we hit a fever pitch? Are we tired of this behavior yet? Have we hit a fever pitch to where the clout chasing is no longer funny? It's not just about clout chasing. People thinking they can get away with things because we just allow it, man. Start putting these people under the jail. A large majority of these people that do that act this way, that put these type of behaviors out there and act in a way, they think they can just make an excuse at the end of the day. I wasn't in my right mind. Oh, he cheated on me. I have mental illness. I had a traumatic childhood. Put them all under the freaking jail, man. And see how fast they smarten up and they know right from wrong. People are taking advantage of the system, man. They taking advantage of the system, bro. I'm gonna drop the link for those of y'all that want to come up. This is a late night chat. We just cooling and talking what's what. I really gotta know though in the chat. I really gotta know. Did you think it was true at first? Don't lie. Don't lie. I am a skeptic of skeptics. I'm such a skeptic. My wife was incensed. Was incensed when I didn't believe it outright. Because I ask logical questions, y'all. Every time stuff like this happens, I ask logical questions. She saw a baby walking on the side of the road on a highway. You were the only person that called. Fellas, or even ladies, what logical questions did you have? Because I had logical questions to ask. You just saw a baby? You just saw a baby on the side of the road? Thank you, Frenchie. It was sus from jump. You the only person that saw that baby. This is what we say when we say men are practical. Men ask the questions that need to be asked. You the only person that saw the baby? Nobody else saw you? What's the second question that you think to ask? Knowing the systems that we have in the United States for reporting such things, what is the second logical question that came to your mind regarding this incident with Carlee Russell? If she saw a baby on the side of the road, nobody reported that baby missing? Man, look, man. I'm sorry. My wife was incensed. Like, can you just be serious? A lady is missing. Man, that lady ain't missing. I said that shit. She ain't said shit. My wife ain't said shit about this since that story came out earlier today. Hilarious, man. These people are. I see you in the back, Ashton. I'm gonna drop the link again for those of y'all who want to come up. We got to talk about this. My man Ali says $5. What's up, bro? I just saw a white toddler off Highway 421. Can someone please call them people? Like, man, this whole story weird, man. Ashton, what's going on, my guy?
Trying to get it like you, Trigger. She
Man.
the only one saw a Caucasian baby. Ain't no way, Trigger.
A white baby.
That's crazy.
Damn. What are your opening thoughts, though, bro? I mean, this is a hoax. We can compare it. Is it Jussie Smollett? Is it worse? What do we think makes these people do these type of things? Because I don't know if this is a clout chase. I don't know if this is a cover up. I don't know if this is a cry for help. But what are your thoughts, bro?
You said it I think it was the episode with Fatty, Trigger. You were like, women are smart. They're not smart. They textbook smart. And how much freedom is too much freedom? When you have too much freedom, Trigger, you do so much dumb shit. And that's what she did. The whole story don't make no type of logic, Trigger. They said she got away and she ran straight to her parents' house. To her parents' house, Trigger. That's common sense right there. You gonna at least stop at HEB, Walmart, the police station before you get to your parents. How, Trigger? How? Ain't no way.
This is my part, okay? If the baby was abducted, or somebody took the baby, or whatever, or set the baby up, why would somebody put a baby on a setup on a highway? Like, I gotta see pictures, but man, this situation's all bad, bro.
Trigger, women can't drive. The fact she didn't hit the baby, that's the crazy part. How you even see the baby?
She had gotten snacks. We love that she got snacks prior. This is the worst part. You know what I think this is, man? This is lack of, I don't know, awareness or what people want to call it, but this is lack of education in a certain way. Let me tell you how this is. This is a lack of knowing the way the world works. There's no way, even in my worst mind, knowing what I know, what I think I could ever pull this off. We are living in the worst time ever to commit a crime. Everything, anything you do at any time, anywhere, you have to assume is being taped. My neighbor thought her car got stolen, which was pretty funny because she just divorced her husband and he got her car repossessed. That was what it actually happened. And that dude got money too. I ain't seen him in some months, but I gotta ask him what happened. Like that was fun. But anyway, so she had to ask me for my doorbell camera footage, which I saw it.
Yeah.
Right. So even something that I wasn't supposed to see, something I'm not supposed to know about, I had the full footage of the tow truck pulling up, lining himself up, pulling into her driveway, loading her car up, and taking it off. You have to assume everybody. I mean, I live in a community of 6,000 homes. 6,000 homes. Everybody got doorbell cameras. We got the doorbell camera. Some people got the watch light spotlight camera on top of their garage. Some people got it in the back of the house. You can't do nothing without people seeing. And all they do is triangulate the area you might have been in. So they're going to catch your plates. They're going to catch the plates of the person you said took you. We live in the worst time in history to commit a crime and try to flee. You're not getting
you got the motion lights on the side of the house like my daddy.
Not yet. I got them in the front. Somebody said it's well. I'm gonna get them to. I actually live on the in the back. My backyard is the lake, and there are gators that come out of the lake. Now they put a sidewalk back there so we can walk. So there are coyotes back there. So they were like, if you put it too close, like the coyotes come to sniff everybody's backyard. They got a dog. Somebody said they're watching one on the camera. So they're like, I think it's because we got a dog. They'll come in to sniff and try to see if they can get through. But they're like, once that spotlight was going off all night, I was like, damn, okay. But I might put one back there eventually. Let me get these super chats real quick. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Trigger Mike Show late night. I just felt like talking on this. This is a funny ass topic. I know y'all got something to say. I want to hear y'all comments on this Carlee Russell lady and her hoax. Now, don't lie. Some of you ladies in the chat, I love how some people switch up. Some of y'all like, oh, this crazy. I knew she was lying. No, y'all did not. I saw, how many posts did you see in support of this lady? Beyonce's mama. And said something. This is what you get because women are actually very educated. And one of the things that you learn in school, some of y'all are even like criminal justice majors, all of these social science, liberal arts majors, even the ones who maybe you're trying to formulate a hypothesis, draft a theory, get some evidence. Wait for the evidence. We always do this thing where we move off of emotion. We don't know what happened. They don't know what happened. Some stuff just look and smell foul, right? Like, damn, I think they took this lady. Blood at the scene. Her brain matter on the side of the car. Like these situations that happen have a lot of clues. Couldn't nobody find a damn clue? And y'all were like, oh, they racist. Y'all went straight to that shit. Now look, you done set the movement back 2 years off of one incident.
30.
Off of one incident. Let me get these super chats read. Nomi 2007 $5 says Black Twitter is defending her by saying she needs mental health treatment instead of holding her accountable. Mental illness is the new excuse. Damn, profound. That's actually one of the questions I got coming up. B Love $5. The funniest part of this mess is the wig being left behind. Like, why? Hey, look. That part was smart. If you think the wig being left behind was smart, put a 1 in the chat. Because I thought that was smart. If you are going to pretend there are signs of a struggle, leave the hair behind, ladies. Not if it's a sew-in. Then you're not if it's a sew-in, because then they're gonna want to see some blood. Because if you pull one of those out, obviously that's gonna have catastrophic effect. It's gonna be there's gonna be a lot of blood everywhere if you forcibly rip one of those out. But or at least,
hey Trigger, why you wait so late to do the show? You praying our pain and Econate sleep?
No. I went to the office all week. I'm in the
Oh,
office all
okay.
week. So yeah, I was in there eight this freaking morning, man. God damn. Well, I went in at 10 on Monday, and I had to be there at 8 today. I have not driven in Houston traffic, bro, in years at that early in the morning. I was on the road at 6:45 a.m. God, Houston is closed. Stop moving here, people. It's closed on this damn traffic. I had to jump on the tollway
I hate
to
that.
get to work on time. But
She
crazy,
could have.
man.
She could have. She could at least left some lipstick or lip gloss. She left a wig trigger. That's
Damn, Gumby said it. Gumby said it. Nah, break your fake nails off. That would have been better. Gumby also says, got fishy when they said no one else saw the kid. Thank you. Then showed the vid of all them cars. It's crazy. It is crazy. The hell is going on with this story? What's going on, Payne?
Right,
you. You supposed to be in the bed, R-Pain.
how you doing, man?
Man, Payne be on Fight Club at 3 a.m. in the morning. I don't think he goes to bed.
Hey, man, I was in bed, man. I said, Trigger Mike's on, man. I gotta get up.
That's what's up. What are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts on this?
Hey, listen, man. I was on a couple of shows, man. I thought she was lying from the beginning, brother. And I hate to stop. First of all, the little white baby thing was enough for me, you know. And think about it. And I didn't even have to do any analysis. Just think about a little white baby running down a crowded highway with cars zipping by at 70, 80 miles an hour. Kid would have been flying
In
all over.
Alabama.
Right. And
Alabama,
not only that,
R-Pain.
so the little kid knew not to step over the line into traffic. You know what I'm saying? It was just bullshit from the start. And one guy told me, listen, yeah, I thought the baby story was a lie, but you know, there's something, the rest of it could be true. I said, well, if the baby was a lie, everything else is a lie. I said, it's the fruit of the poison tree. What are you talking about? Everything's predicated on her stopping for the baby. So if that's a lie, how are you going to make any truth out of everything else? You know, so, and listen, my point now is, what are they going to do to this chick? She should be doing some serious jail time.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Well, yeah, you might be, Ashton, you probably were closer to right than I am.
She a woman. If Justice Smollett, he a man, so he went to jail. But a woman, I don't.
Did he actually do any time?
He didn't.
Yeah,
do any
he did some time.
Did he do like?
He wasn't gonna do no time until you said he the next gay Tupac. That's what made his ass go to jail.
Well, I mean, did he get community service or a fine? I mean, did he actually go behind bars?
30 months of felony probation, 150 days in jail. Yeah.
Oh, so he spent 150 days in jail? Okay. That means that doesn't mean anything to her, man. You know, Angry Man said something today. He said the black woman is the new white man.
Do you know what I said? And I couldn't get people to agree. I said white men and black women have a lot of similarities and not the good ones. And nobody knew what I was talking about. Well, go ahead, please explain.
I mean, you know, he didn't elaborate, but go ahead, Ashton, if you got something to say. I said, damn,
I just agree. I been came up with that theory years ago, but I knew not to say that shit on Facebook.
What up, Fatty? Fatty in the building. Team Fatty, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
All right, let me get these other super chats read. My man John the Baptist, $5. This story is crazy. It is crazy, bro. B Love says $2. What's up with the pink suit the officer wore? Look, yo, if they in on it, wait, now they got cops getting suspended trying to make some money leaking stuff to the press. Oh man. But I just want people to understand where I'm coming from with this. You know, I always have to make some kind of point in relation to how these occurrences are bad for society. One person's lie set off a chain reaction of other stupid stuff. This is why the world is about done with it. The reason why we have these shows, right? I was on B. Taylor's show. Some lady come up and they say the same thing they say all the time. Why don't men talk to men? Whoopty whoopty whoop and all this type of stuff. It's because men don't necessarily have to talk about men and behavior, because the consequence usually always follows male behavior. Society will shame him immediately. He will either be jailed, he will be ostracized from his group, his family, whatever. Men usually get that with immediate effect. But what you see here is that in these type of situations, I believe these women feel emboldened to do these things because they think nothing's going to happen to them. And that is something black men should take personal. That too many, not all, of course, but too many black women are behaving in a way that misrepresents you and your ideals, and they're going to keep on doing it because they think they're going to get away with it. This is embarrassing. Like this, y'all don't even understand. Like, I know it's hard for people to say this shit is embarrassing when you black. You got real black women missing. Real ones missing. Children that got snatched out of, you got real people missing. And you doing stuff. It's embarrassing. Nobody wants to be associated with stuff like this. And we know because of the rate of degeneracy, it's going to keep happening. So the people who don't want to see it anymore, yes, we have to, at the very least, come out and let the world know we are not in favor of this type of behavior. That's why we're always talking about it. I promise you, we understand every single bad characteristic that modern men have. But the consequences for modern men and men in general are swift. You don't have to talk about it. They're already in jail before you can create the thumbnail for the show. All right, they're already out of here. But for some reason, society is just going to make excuses for the women. Y'all talking about mental illness and all this bullshit now. Send her black ass to jail. If you think she should go to jail, put a 1 in the chat. I'm tired of this shit. John the Baptist, what's going on? What you got, bro?
What's up with the trigger?
I'm chilling, bro.
What's up? What's up, Ashton, R-Pain? How y'all doing tonight?
Baptist.
All right.
So my point I wanted to make was, of course, like I said, this story is crazy. And I haven't really heard all the details of what came out here lately. I'm assuming that it's been proven the story is bogus now. But I haven't heard all the details about what came out here recently. What I wanted to talk about, though, was the day that she went missing. Her mom and dad did an interview trying to describe how she looked. And I found it very odd and funny that that they say the wig, and they try to describe how she looked. Say she may not look the same because she didn't have the wig on. And the first thought that crossed my mind is that women, y'all need to stop wearing all this fake hair and push-ups and come. If you truly go missing, no one knows what you look like for real.
Damn.
So if we have any chance of finding you, we won't know what you look like unless you look like yourself for real. And I just thought that was funny. I like her mom and dad try to describe how she looks because they can't really show a picture. I just thought that was that was just funny to me. But I thank God. But I thank God that she really wasn't hurt for real. That she really wasn't kidnapped. And that
you had to throw that in there for good measure. Well, thank God she came back safely.
Yeah, but that's the funny thing. We thank God that she's okay though.
Yeah, that's easy. Actually, it's easy to say it's good that she's not really hurt. Her lie has done more damage in other ways to all of those millions of women who are real victims, and unfortunately, women have taken advantage of this believe all women thing so badly that they're losing that grace.
Yep.
It's actually grace for men to give to want to give a woman the benefit of the doubt almost with anything she says, because men's lives are being destroyed, and every lie takes a little bit away from that grace. Every lie does.
Yep. Our pain women been lying for years, and we still believe them.
But it's
Come
not the
on now.
point, Ashley. You know what I know women been lying for
Yeah,
years.
I get what you're saying,
Well,
but I know we step back a lot, but I don't take up for women, but I wouldn't take away. I would not believe the next person that go missing. Honestly, I think that's one thing we should not play about. Step away from. If it come up, it come up. If no matter whether it's bad evidence or good evidence, that come out.
I hear you, and there'll be a lot of people just like you. But I'm just saying that there's going to be more people who won't give that deference. There's a large swath of people would do just what you said, but everybody don't have the resolve you just said you have.
But I don't never talk like that, do I, R-Pain? So there's a lot coming from me.
I hear you, but it's true though. I mean, I don't disagree with what you said, and that's what I really meant. That it's chipping away at the people who will be just like what you just said. It's chipping away.
But I think this should be the straw that break the camel back, is for us taking Black women negative inputs and responses about us as Black men. Like that's one thing I do think need to happen, honestly. That they not the most protected. Like, this dumb motherfucker asked about an Amber Alert. She a grown ass woman, Trigger. Ain't no way. A grown ass woman.
It doesn't cost
You
money
know
for
why
the
she asked though? I think it was like she wanted a full scale abduction. She wanted her name to go across the phone.
Nah, I think she was scared.
Damn, boy. Let me get this next question popping because we got to get to it. But as a matter of fact, let me just play this video real quick. This dude, somebody sent me this video. I think he's like a comedian or something on Facebook, but I was going to, instead of doing monologue, I was going to play this earlier as my sentiments on the situation. Stay tuned.
Carlee Russell Smollett, get your beauty supply wig wearing ass in my office right goddamn now. The fuck is wrong with you, man? Huh? You got us up here in an uproar the last few days, thinking your ass missing, and the only thing you got missing is common fucking sense. Common sense. You had 2 days, and I mean 2 days to come up with some shit, to come up with this heroic ass story about what the fuck happened and how you escaped. And the best your ass can come up with was that some man with orange hair and his girl snatched you up off the side of the highway and fed your ass cheese crackers and played in your hair. Who the fuck you thought you was gonna tell that story? Who? Here's the thing. You almost had us. You almost, especially Black women, boy, when you left that motherfucking wig on the side of the road, that was some of your best work. Because all the Black women. Now, who really finna leave their phone and their wig? Some of them was like, fuck the phone, I ain't leaving my wig. But looking at these wigs you got on, that's exactly where that motherfucker needs to be, on the side of the goddamn road. Talking about man with an orange hair and his girl. Who the fuck kidnapped you? Chucky and his bride? Damn. There's so many missing Black women out here, and we wasting time looking for your unlost ass. I'm gonna tell you something. I want my little promo back for the little post I did, Bring You Home. Fuck that. I want my money back. Because you ain't did nothing but write a movie. The girl that wasn't lost.
Hey, my sentiments exactly.
That's as funny as hell.
Now,
The face she got caught in Alabama. I didn't even know they had electricity out there.
The funny part about yesterday I rode through Alabama. And I was on that section of highway. And I kept thinking to myself, even at 9:30 at night, with the street lights on, you can see what's on the side of the highway and the part where a car is parked at. My question is, why no one else called for this baby on the side of the highway?
Look,
A white baby Baptist.
a white baby. A white baby.
I'm like, no one else saw this baby but her.
That's crazy to me, man.
Sure, I'm gonna tell you what she did, because you know I'm from Memphis. Look at the time that she went up missing, and look who came to Nashville. They said that's what she researched. Ain't nobody in Nashville right now but Beyonce.
Mm.
She was definitely on her way out there, but she saw she didn't have enough money. It's over with. That's what all women do. They make a plan, they find out they ain't got no money, and they go do. They say she got caught at the Red Roof Inn, Trigger. Somebody at the hospital told me that.
Damn.
But the thing is, though, she's a grown ass woman. I think she went to college. She's supposed to be a part of sorority. I mean, what does she got to lie for? I heard she got fired from a job. She stole. I mean, there's all kinds of shit that the police guy, commissioner, chief, whatever he was holding back. You could tell he was holding back more information. Matter of fact, he has some other stuff he said on the phone that they didn't want to disclose right now. It didn't like he said we're never going to disclose it. He just said right now we're holding that. And this probably had to do with the boyfriend or something personal. What I mean, the chick had, they're going to try to go for the insanity defense at some point.
I mean,
what college got to do with anything? Our pain. Don't be the dumbest one. The ones that went to college.
Well, here's what I mean. She was a grown woman. She didn't have to sneak. If she wanted to go to Memphis for the Beyonce concert, get the money and just go. Who was going to stop her?
She stole it. She stole it out the cash register.
No, but I'm saying
and Google that part too.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. So all I'm just trying to say is, okay, if she had to steal the money to go, but the fact is she didn't have to get permission for anybody to go to a concert. She's
I'm a professional side nigga. I'm telling you. A nigga told her to make up a lie, and that's the best she can come up with. I would have said just tell your nigga you got abducted by aliens. She done went all. You know how women do. She went all the way home with the lie that I told her, and went back and said that it was a white baby on the side of the road. I'm a professional side nigga. I do this all the time, Payne. I'm telling you.
I hear you. I hear you.
So this motherfucker just say you got abducted by aliens. This motherfucker done said a whole white baby in the middle of the street.
I'm just thinking about how crazy it would be to say, listen, I see a white baby that she saw from 6 football fields away. Just think about when you're on a highway and you see something on the side, you usually have to pass it and then go back. She got off the side of the road and went 6 football fields looking for this little small white baby in the dead of night and stopped the car right where the baby was. And just so happens the kidnappers were there too.
They didn't go over the line, Payne.
And then nobody went over the line. I mean, it's just too much, man. It's just too much. The little white baby.
Let me ask y'all.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Trigger, you know who else in Alabama? Vic from Fight Club.
Oh, damn.
I can't imagine.
Oh, no.
He might be involved.
That explains everything.
So you got two crazy motherfuckers in Alabama.
Man, hold on. Don't mention Vic the Trigger Pain. Don't be the Trigger Mike.
Oh, my bad. I saw Trigger almost slap Unlikely the other day.
I was about to say, I don't got no problem with Vic, I don't think, anyway.
No, I thought you got to that with Vic. Maybe somebody else.
I saw he got into it Unlikely. He said, I'm going to slap the shit out you. I said, do you?
Hate that. Anyway.
That
nigga's annoying. No, it's my fault, though. It's my fault. I need to stop letting unintelligent niggas talk to me. I'm gonna do better. It's like when people it's a foolish thing. Like people they won't know anything about a situation, so they'll tell you you're wrong. But they just want to be right. They don't care about the truth or the facts and none of that. That's what it feels like whenever I argue with Lee. Punk ass. He don't know nothing about what he's saying. He just want to be a contrarian. I get dumber every time I argue with him. So
I'm sorry.
The fact it happened a week ago, and I'm just not telling you I saw it. So you mean tell me that nobody see you pick up this white baby? Come on now. And you was about to slap the shit out Unlikely.
Damn. So in your opinion, let's talk about it. Is there a culture of dishonesty or dishonest behavior among women? Why?
Yes, we
Go ahead, Ed.
I always say women ain't got no dignity, no honor. They always talking about toxic masculinity and shit. Y'all ain't got no courage. I'm laying my plane.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Payne.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when you know that the default setting for all the men around you is to believe anything you say. I mean, if we look at women as human, just like everybody else, that kind of power corrupts,
Yep.
and it corrupts absolutely. And you can't say all women, but it's not a small sample of women lying. I mean, I could just see if it was like a rare occasion we catch a woman in some kind of lie that has ramifications far beyond just her and a few people. But it's more than just statistically significant that women are lying about shit that hurts people and destroys lives. And yeah, so it's a destructive thing, and it's a human nature thing too. You get, I know people hate this, but there's more examples of people in general who have power, and they have it too long. It corrupts. Look at all our congressmen who've been sitting there for 40 years, or people with a certain amount of power. It changes you.
Man.
So from the ratchet chick to the rich black woman, they know that they get a certain amount of deference and they misuse it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I was hanging with this girl back then, and I was known for getting pulled over with weed in my car. The fact she said one day that if we ever get pulled over, all she gotta do is run in the house and say it's a baby in the house. She got to check on. Like, bro, please. I was like, bro, please don't do that. Like, you gonna get your ass blowed off. Why she still did that shit one day, Trigger? And the fact she didn't get her ass blowed off, she still got arrested because she was trying to throw the weed over the fence. Like, you got to be a dumb motherfucker.
Damn. Hey, the funniest part, I'm visualizing that in my head right now. Like,
Trigger, the fact she didn't get.
A baby? Oh, you got to check on the baby? Please, go right ahead.
Yeah, the fact they didn't blow her
here.
ass off for running in the house, and she still got caught outside, Trigger, trying to throw the weed over the fence in a cigarette box. Dumb.
Well, wait right here.
What?
Oh, that's crazy. John the Baptist. Is there
I've actually said this before.
Go ahead.
But I don't think it's for the same reason that most men think that women are dishonest. I think it's because in a society, if we look at the male and female makeup, how can a woman defend herself physically or in a system that's actually created by men? Because she can't physically fight, she can't physically defend herself, so she has to use deception to survive in society.
Oh, that's profound.
So what?
That's profound.
Yeah. So it's I don't only way a woman can really truly have character or honest or be honest is that she has to be attached to a man who can defend her honor for her. I expect women to protect themselves the best way they can.
You know what? I agree.
I agree. Think about that. Think about it a little bit more, Mike, before you say you agree.
No.
I said that last week.
He's absolutely right. But let's think about it from another spectrum. Let's not even look at it like lying, right? So women do not have any physical power. Women don't have the ability to exert themselves physically over men in general, right? So when you take that through centuries and women stories being told, what you notice is that women get things not even necessarily through the deception, but through influence. So if you know your only ability to impose yourself in any situation is persuasion and influence that isn't physical, that can also take the form of deception, right? And it doesn't even have to be bad deception, right? There are women that lie to protect, right? There are women whose
Yeah.
children
But
are
we
getting
change, we
abused.
change it. I mean, yeah, there's layers to it, but the word you're looking
Yeah.
for is seduction.
Say that again.
Women get what they want from seduction. The
Seduction.
the
Exactly.
But that's
All of it,
manipulation
it's
too.
all the same.
But
no,
Arcane,
But
no,
that's manipulation too, our
before
pain.
everybody,
Yeah,
before
manipulation. I
everybody,
like that word better. Yeah,
no,
We
manipulation.
got
listen,
to stop this word salad, our pain. We got to stop this word salad.
you're saying
They all mean the same thing.
no, it
you're saying
doesn't.
nothing no different. You said nothing no different than what I said.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
But
say it's all the same.
the word is seduction. It's not. I mean, the reason why there's different words than just manipulation and deception, and so they all have specific meaning. And so, even though they're fruit of the same tree, they do have different meaning. Because the question you asked was dishonesty from the standpoint of them lying on a man to get them hurt, or lying on somebody. And that's not protection, because that's offensive. It's not defensive. This question I took
Okay,
to mean an offensive situation. In your opinion, is there a culture of dishonesty or dishonest among women, whatever it is, from a defensive standpoint, is different than from an offensive standpoint. Some women are using this thing from offensively attacking and destroying men that they're
hold on.
mad at.
It's
Or
not.
men,
But Arcane, the way you're looking at it is, you try to determine if it's defensive or offense. What I'm saying is, it's the nature of a woman, whether she's on defense or offense, to use whatever she can unmorally or unjustly to make the advantage on her side. It's her nature to do that, whether she's on offense or defense. That's how she has to live life in order to survive.
What up, 90?
you
Okay.
know, listen, I don't 100% agree. I don't disagree 100% with what you're saying, but there's
Yeah,
subtleties in life.
you just want to argue. You just want to argue. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
you agree. You just want to act like you.
We're actually on a debate show, so it's not an argument, because I'm not
Yeah,
saying you're wrong.
argument, debate, the same thing. But go ahead.
Yeah, he's playing
Yeah,
semantics.
There you
Now
go,
y'all
man.
about to
There you
argue
go.
about what a debate is. If
Yeah,
y'all stop.
it's semantics.
What's up, Nightish?
How you doing,
going on,
Mr.
man?
All
Arpane?
right, all right.
You
What's
get a new
happening?
camera? You looking
What's
crispy
going
this
on,
evening.
man?
I don't know. Maybe I'll not wipe the smudge off or something. How everybody doing
Night-
tonight?
Nightish, you got that little thing Kevin Samuels had back there, that little wind chime. I see something moving.
No, that's a circle. He had some sticks or something.
Yeah, he had that little. That shit
I
was
guess
kind of
it's similar.
hypnotizing.
But
That's
y'all
why he
talking
had it
about
up there.
the
That was
artificial abduction from the aliens and the girl seeing the baby on the freeway.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only
What
thing she
happened?
left out was the
That's his
anal.
daughter.
The only thing she left out was the anal probe.
What?
I said the only thing
Freak
she
ass
left
nigga.
out was the anal probe, like the aliens and the anal
Oh
probe.
yeah.
You know.
That,
They
That
only
lady.
do that to white boys.
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
Go ahead, Night. That's what you got, man. What you got on it?
No, I came up here while y'all was arguing about manipulation versus that semantics you was doing, that wordplay you was doing.
We ain't
So,
arguing. We know our
is-
pain
is-
wrong.
Yeah, I don't know if you're wrong or not, but isn't it a game we all playing? We all trying to get what we want, so we do that little dance.
Nope. And so here's the thing. Because I hear a lot of women say that. Well, don't men do the same thing? Here's the men. I guess men will try. Some men will try. What's weird is that I used to think it was backwards. I used to think there was more dishonorable men than there were women. But no, that's not true at all. I don't think men get the ability to be as dishonorable as women can be, because when I started off by talking about consequences, we as men are masterful at levying consequences against other men. If we in this country especially, we know how to get rid of the men that cause problems. Quick, throw their ass in jail. Call the cops. You give me a problem, put your hands behind your back. You out of there, right? So before men can do the damage of a lie or carrying a lie out, they already, somebody's already calling them out. Somebody's already holding them accountable. But so when women see this and over time they realize, oh, well, this person did something and got away with it. That person did something and got away with it. Oh, look, the sisterhood's making excuses for her. I'm falling on hard times right now. Let me concoct a lie because things are going to work in my favor and I can just claim that I'm mentally ill. You see what I'm saying? Because nobody's going to hold them accountable the way they hold men accountable.
I think that's because we big scary monsters, so they got to be way more sneaky than us because they got to use one of us to deal with one of us.
Yeah, they have
So
to.
I got to manipulate a man into doing what I need him to do for me, so I can win in the end. You might get deleted, you might go to jail, but when all the dust settles, I'm in a better position.
Nah, our pain say the seduction.
Manipulation. When she manipulate this man, look, I didn't know they was gonna delete him. I thought they were just gonna rob him. You've heard that said a lot of times.
Do you know in like financial fraud cases and some of these different cases, they have what's called an innocent spouse, to where they won't even charge the other person if they feel like
Bernie Madoff
they had
wife.
no knowledge. How often do you? So women work now. Women have their own accounts. They have all this stuff, and they can use the name of a brother or a husband or a boyfriend to do all kind of fraud. How often do you think they give that innocent spouse thing to a dude? Or would they ever? No, they always give it to the woman.
Right. So Bernie Madoff wife stayed out of jail while he went to jail. Wolf of Wall Street girlfriends was perfectly okay. He just got locked up.
Same thing with Enron. The dude once he committed suicide, they dropped the case, and the wife kept all the billions that he stole.
Yeah.
Damn.
So isn't that the perfect game to play?
You ever notice in like these drug kingpin documentaries, the wife ain't never, or the ex-wife ain't never sitting beside the drug dealer. She always in another set, but she telling the story. Oh, he bought me
Jackie
rings
Brown.
and diamonds. Yeah.
So they live to tell the story.
Yeah, they live to tell the story. Ugly and fat motherfucker now.
This comment says because men are the mastermind. This comment says men are the mastermind. Yeah, okay, so the biggest drug killer ever get busted went to prison, right? But the women that sit beside him never go to prison. Men are the mastermind. But the women, even though the women get the benefit of it, they don't get the penalties of it. Men always get the penalty of what the decisions. Women just get the benefit of it.
Yeah, and nobody's saying that the men aren't the masterminds. But if you know anything about how this stuff, not the TV versions that we look at, if you know how some of this stuff goes down in real life, what I'm saying is a lot of these women ain't innocent, especially when it comes to financial crime.
Correct.
Because women's God is money. The modern woman's God is money. When they find out their man is working a huge money play, oh boy, they want all in on that shit. That, like, I've seen some stuff. Don't sell me that. The women will be if he's mastermind, she's vice mastermind. Okay.
You can't walk in the house a minute late. You trying to tell me this man trafficked 1,000 kilos and you didn't know nothing? Get the fuck
associate mastermind. And they look. Here's the funny part about it, and why some of them need to actually go away for it. They love that shit. It being close to power like that, they love it. So they want all the spoils of it. They want to be able to boss some of the people around. They want a job. They want to their own unit function, and they so yeah, you could say men are the masterminds, but we're talking about equal distribution of punishment. The women got to get it.
It's the truth. I don't care what part of society you go in, and that's why I say I don't get mad when women have this issue, because it's part of their nature. It's how they survive. So, but I don't care what part of society you live in. Women have to attach themselves to a man in order to survive in society. Whether they want to admit it or don't want to admit it, it's a true thing. So I don't get mad if a woman is single. I don't get mad if she has to lie, cheat, and steal to stay alive, to survive, because she has to do what she has to do. Just move knowing that's how she.
That same way about a dude, though.
No, I hold a dude more accountable, because a dude.
That's the problem with you.
Hey, Trent, you see this comment from I Am Bounce Back? Most of the men will speak to their women being innocent if something happened, though. They usually don't want them to go down. So that's the co-mastermind. I hate when people play dumb until they tell on themselves.
So say what you're saying.
Oh,
right?
she
Make your point,
she
man.
that. Oh, okay.
Well, the
I wanna-
story
I wanna-
is save the
I wanna- you
women
guys
and
say it
children,
now.
right?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
The story is you're supposed to save the women and children, right? I'm supposed
The
to go
men,
walk in the
men
fire.
always do that.
I'm supposed to be Superman. I'm supposed to be John Henry.
Nah,
Well,
in
he
fact,
was a good man. You
No,
know
like,
what? When John the Baptist, you know, when I was younger, I was probably about like, I want to say I was like 10 or 11. I was sitting in my grandmother's house in front of the fire. It's a cold night, right? And it was a picture of a man on the mantle. And I was like, who is that man right there? And they said, oh, that was your grandfather. He bought all this stuff and all this. Never mentioned, never talked about. He's just a picture on the mantle.
damn.
That's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be a picture on the mantle. If somebody don't ask who you are, you see
You
it.
ain't
I
gonna know
don't
it.
know.
Yeah, but I was on a
And that's
show.
a good man.
But John the Baptist is right, and I mean, okay, it's semantics. Women, I tell you, and you said this yourself, Mike, that men are the romantic ones in relationships. Women are with guys, they might like them or even love them, but it's primarily for what you could provide.
Mm-hmm.
And
Why do
primarily,
they have to be romantic when they
it's
getting hit
high
on?
on their list. It's very high on their list.
So okay, so Jamal, you have to learn how to listen because you actually said that women cannot be held accountable. It's not what I said at all. I'm only explaining women's nature, why they do what they do.
That's
I didn't
why
say
you
you can
don't
hold
do
them
it.
accountable. I think you should hold them accountable. I'm just understanding what their nature is and understand why they do it.
But y'all,
Continue.
folks in these
Continue.
spaces say they are born with value, and you have to make yourself valuable. If that's the case, then what are we saying?
You're talking about men, right?
Women are born with
Women
value.
are they're born with inherent value, but they gotta maintain their virtue to keep that value. And
Not
that's
no
where
more.
they're blowing.
Not no more.
They're not valuable that way anymore either. They
Nah, they're
blow
not
that
valuable.
value.
So
They
that's
blow
my
that
point.
value.
So that's my point. If an Instagram model can get the top basketball player and top rapper and anything else, they don't have to be virtuous no more.
No, so
Yeah.
but even
No,
those
you gotta-
situations are one like those are the smallest group of people because when we look at what happens, on real life, like I'm gonna start dedicating more time to what happens with the average group of people, middle class, upper middle class, right? When men have already judged, so men approach these women, but women for some reason we always say it in these spaces, women conflate relationship attention or sexual attention with relationship attention. So the worst thing a woman can do is conflate those two, because just because you're getting attention from men from your titties being out, you wearing sheer stuff to the bar and all of that, how many dudes are committing themselves to you? Because make no mistake, go around the world, women still think you aren't doing what you ain't got it that bad unless a dude falling to his knees trying to marry your ass. You ain't that bad of a bitch.
Okay,
unless
so
a dude trying to do that.
But
So
that's
Trigger,
that's where
their
that that's
actual
where they
value is.
but that's where
So
they
Trigger,
get it
that
mixed
being
up
a-
at Trigger. That they had one dude bow down in 1996, and it's 2023, and they still talking about that one dude and how every dude should do that
That's
now.
not the conversation we hear. What we hear is that I've had 3 proposals. I didn't want them.
That's true.
That's the
Yeah,
same
but
thing. It's
And it wasn't
1996.
in 1996. They don't
If you
wanna
ain't got,
be
if you ain't, if
you not
you didn't
gonna
marry
impress
none of them 3 dudes, your time is over with. Your value is over with.
Just give me your money and shut up. We're gonna be in a long-term relationship.
Give me money. I want money. Give me money. All right, PH Diva. Did you come to terrorize us this evening?
Yeah, she did. You know it. Yeah.
Did you do your
PhD,
stretching?
but that's my
Or
work
could you
wife.
not sleep? You couldn't sleep, so you Trigger
That's
Mike.
good. I'm
Let's
glad
go.
we
Let me go
woke
terrorize
her
his ass.
That's good.
Let me go make sure
Actually-
nobody get no sleep tonight. Okay. Go ahead.
Actually, hello, gentlemen. Good evening.
Good evening.
And I was wondering why you're on so late. I haven't seen you like during the day. the last
Yeah,
time.
I got an audit. I'm leading an audit at work.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, I'm working during the day this week. That's all.
Okay. And so next question. What y'all on here crying about tonight?
No,
There you go. There you
Nope.
go. Being
don't
disingenuous.
speak
Full of
past it.
thought.
Don't, nope. Because you the perfect person. As a matter of fact, you are the perfect person. So I know you heard about your girl, right?
Who's my girl?
Carlee Russell.
Okay,
If
what
you gonna
about
It
her?
stand
don't.
for,
It
hold
don't
up.
matter.
If you gonna stand for all black women, you gonna have to stand for this one too.
Let's go. I'm
All
ready.
right, so let's talk about it. What you got? What are your thoughts about it?
Well, we still don't really know.
Oh.
Go ahead.
The sisterhood is strong.
Hey, the
Yeah,
jury's
Manipulation.
still out.
dog. They had a meeting when the press release came out. They called a sisterhood meeting. Group alert. Stay on code at all times. Do not break ranks. Like, look, yo, keep going.
No, well, so okay, some of the information that was presented at the press conference today, like the searches she did in her telephone, look pretty, damning. So,
Yep.
if it comes out that she, probably nobody, I'm pretty sure nobody abducted her. Okay. I think we're all pretty
For
sure
real?
at this point. Yes.
Yeah.
And so, now why she did it, that still remains to be discovered, I guess. But the interesting thing to me is like black men foaming at the mouth over her being like punished in some way, right? And y'all was just talking about somebody else should be punished.
No, this is a good framework for a discussion. So
Yeah.
let me tell you why. Because if you were talking about me, you'd be right.
Mhm.
So this is a good framework for a discussion. I personally, and this is not so. It could actually seem like I'm foaming at the mouth to see her punished. It's
Mhm.
not necessarily about Carlee Russell
Okay.
in particular, like this one in particular woman. It's that I'm starting to believe that it's now a culture of dishonesty. That's why I have the question phrased like that, to where women know it's goddamn. This is why I don't like talking about this, because we get on Mr. Let Go for saying women are children, but we can't prove his ass wrong. When y'all do childish shit like this, he wins. As much as y'all don't like that comment, he wins every time a woman does something like this. And do you know why it's ultimately childish? Because women will make excuses for her instead of holding her accountable. And we realize that is actually cultural. Now, one of the pillars, so people say, show me the women, I'll show you the culture of the men or something like that. But one of the things I feel like we have lost is that before men could ever get a chance to say anything in society, in very functional, good societies, the women are all over that shit. Like they're shaming the woman, setting her straight, letting them know that we do not do this type of thing. You brought shame upon us. You're lying. You need to repent for your sin. Women used to do all of that before men could even show up and say a damn word. So
when
now
was this? You said they used to. When was this?
When families were
50s, 60s.
Exactly. When fathers were the head of the household, that's when you saw stuff like this. I believe
when
that is
women
one of the key
had
characteristics.
limited rights and weren't treated very well. Okay.
No, I'm actually
when women had honor and dignity.
Hold on. I'm still actually PhD Diva. I'm still actually talking about today. I still see women of other cultures do that today.
Okay.
To their daughters, to
Which
each other. I'm just saying in America, in the US, it's gotten so bad to where and let me not even take it to let me not even talk about one of the people I'm groups of people I'm most disappointed in is the wives. They just stay silent. They're afraid of the sisterhood and any backlash. So there's a group of them that will conflate themselves with you, right? They will pretend to do hot girl summer just because they just want to be a part of the girl group. And there's another group of wives who just see exactly what's going wrong. They know how to call it out. They are intelligent enough to intervene and say, hey, this isn't what we should be doing, but they're afraid to say anything. And I believe that is very detrimental to the growth of black women in general.
Can I have 2 seconds? Can I have 2 seconds, please?
Yeah.
PhD.
Yes, sir.
You actually started out your comment by recognizing what she did wrong. And then
No, she started off her comment saying you men was frothing at the mouth to say she did something
hold
wrong.
on, Nightis.
That
Hold
wasn't
on.
the start of
Manipulation.
my comment, sir.
Hold on, Nightis. Let me get to this, Night, please, sir. Thank you. You started your comment acknowledging what Carlee had done wrong,
Mhm.
but then I think it was maybe 1 or 2 sentences before you actually started saying what men were doing. My only question to you is, can you talk for a few minutes
Mhm.
without talking about men in this situation?
Hell
Sir,
no.
actually, I can. However, I want to follow y'all's lead. So when y'all start talking about men without bringing women into the conversation, then I'll
Oh,
follow suit.
But no,
man.
no, no.
Right? I'm letting y'all
Where a
lead.
man come in at
I'm
That
though?
being
Where?
means no.
submissive.
Hold on, 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 hold on,
Hey,
hold on,
Mr.
hold on, hold on,
Thing.
That
hold
means
on.
no.
PhD Diva. I want to be honest. Just for this conversation tonight, can we just talk about her actions tonight?
No.
Okay, that's all I wanted. You gave me honest. You gave me honest answer. I can't expect more than that. Now I can. Now I know what to. Now I know what to invest in this conversation because you
No.
gave me an honest answer. Thank you so much for being honest.
You're welcome.
So let me answer this indictment from PhD. I am very, very invested seeing this chick get as hard a time as she possibly can. And it's not for
Mhm.
men. It's for
Mhm.
the women, the millions of
Juicy
innocent
Russell is
women
not
out
finna
there.
get any time.
Wait, hold on. Let me
Who
finish,
the
man.
hell is
For
you?
the
Oh,
millions of women
Juicy.
that she is, damaging with this kind of lie. They put millions of dollars into trying to uncover this missing black woman. And she should be punished. And
why?
all women should want her to be punished, so
What?
we could
Okay, so why
believe
she should be
women in the
punished?
future.
You can believe women regardless. And my thing is, this
No,
is
no.
not okay. So
See,
hold
okay, let
on,
me
hold
wait, hold
on.
on. Before you go on, let me say why. Because there is an inherent belief when women say they're being victimized by society right now, and shit like this chips away at that.
Okay.
It chips away at that grace that you guys get, and it's not endless because you're
Okay.
dealing with humans. And
Okay.
so that's all. Let me just leave it there. But go ahead.
So it's not like this is a first time for something like this. We've seen these type of things happen,
I know.
many times. As a matter of fact, a few weeks ago, it was a black man doing this, right? It didn't get national attention because, frankly, people don't really care about y'all like that. So, but it was, I think
Oh
it
my
was
God.
but I think it
That's
may
the
have been
point.
like, it may have been in
Just
like
telling on
Detroit.
herself.
So it was big news in that city, and they had people looking for this man. He was a chef or something. Anyways, after a few days, and it was getting a big story in
Go on, Mike.
wherever he
Was
is.
his name the real Pookie PhD Diva?
No, it wasn't.
Oh damn! I thought I
But
turned my camera off.
he
No.
no,
We
so
thought
he
you was
came
having it
for
throwing up. You said
he came
you making Mike throw up a little
Mr.
bit, man.
Payne. Can I finish
No,
my
I'm
comment?
blowing. Like I'm
So
trying to
he
get this
came
dust off my
forward
keyboard.
and he revealed himself and said, like, oh no, I saw everybody was worried, blah, blah, blah. Life had gotten rough and I needed a break from everything. So this was in the last few weeks that it happened. Y'all remember the case where the white woman said somebody had abducted her and did all this stuff for her, but she was really with her boyfriend. And was trying to keep it from the husband. Like, that was a huge story. They were, looking all over for this woman. And it turns out she was just laying up with her boyfriend for a while. Now, none of y'all were frothing at the mouth about this one, any of the white women who've done it
Oh,
being
that's
punished. But
bullshit.
now this black woman, and now all of a
Because
sudden
white
this
No.
women are
black
not
So
our
woman
women,
hold on, y'all. Hold
PhD.
on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold
no,
on,
it
y'all.
doesn't matter. If
Hold
it's a
on, hold on,
principle,
White
hold on.
white women are not our
Hold on.
women.
if it's a
Y'all
This
are
is a
our
principled
women.
this is
stance,
a good point.
if
This
it's
is
a
a good point.
principled stance, then it doesn't matter who it is. Y'all
No,
should be
no.
frothing
So
at the mouth over that
hold
black
on,
man who
hold
did
on,
it a
hold
couple
on.
weeks ago,
That's
right?
not.
PhD.
That's a false
Now,
equivalent to
Trigger
what
It's
Mike,
not.
you're not supposed to
It's
let
not.
her take over your show,
Hold
brother.
on. So that's a
Hey,
false
Stand
work
up.
husband,
equivalent.
shut up. Shut up,
Hold
work
on, y'all.
husband.
That's a false equivalent to why we're upset. So we're more so speaking to a culture of dishonesty within our own ranks. Funny part
But it's
is
not
that
just
whenever
within our
people
own
hold on,
ranks.
PhD, whenever people say we don't talk about white women, we don't know white women like that. I
No,
ain't
no,
married
no.
to a white woman.
Hold on.
I don't
Okay.
got a white daughter. I got a black
Right.
wife and I got
But
a black daughter. I'm
I
not
wasn't
that. hold on. I'm not that invested in what white women do, nor do I know or care. I don't focus in on the TV when it's a white woman. But the other part of it is that,
don't do this. Don't do this, Trigger. Because, okay, what she's attempting to do, and I'm not going to invest too much more time in it because she's already been honest about her intentions. But what she's attempted to do is,
which is rare,
bring race.
I'm always honest.
Bring race into a conversation that's not about race.
I mean, it is about race, John. Because we
only
care about our women. I get you. You got cook, John. Cook, John. I'm sorry. Cook, John.
I'm actually not. What I'm saying is, if it's not about race, then your outrage and your frothing at the mouth should be across the board. So you should be frothing at the mouth for the black.
Okay, so let me say this. Let me say PhD.
All the white women who have done it.
PhD. Take a breath.
She come up and play with y'all like yarn.
This is why I'm saying to the panel.
Just like Carlee.
Don't listen. That's what I'm saying to the panel.
She playing with y'all like a cat plays with yarn.
Panel. Please do not buy into this narrative, because in a society where stuff is happening, whenever this happens and a woman makes accusation, lean into the accusation, take it on. For example, don't let race divide the conversation.
It's not,
because the end point that we're trying to get to is that whether it's black, white, or red, blue, or green, the end point is that men take responsibility and stay true to the conversation. Don't let divisive tactics get you off target. That's all I'm trying to say.
Y'all are taking
so stay on.
So y'all
hold on.
Tonight what we're talking about though is this lady who down in Alabama, what's her name? Carlee.
Man, PhD been up here for 1 minute and everybody in their feelings.
Carlee Russell. No, I'm trying to keep everybody on target. I'm trying to keep y'all on target because y'all like to get thrown off target.
Part about the
take a deep breath.
Let me say that part about the
I'm not upset.
The dude or whatever. So before you got up here, PhD, this is a small part of my monologue was basically saying, people always say, why don't y'all talk about the men or show any interest in what the men are doing? That's because the consequences for men doing this type of behavior are always swift. They're going to put that, if that dude would have wasted resources from a police department to look for him, where is he going? He going to jail with immediate effect. And what you do notice, and this is the part I want to flip back on you, the reason we don't talk is because we're not excusing. Who made an excuse? Did you hear any men make an excuse for him or saying that it's his mental health, don't take him to jail? We don't make excuses because we know he's getting consequences. What we're talking about, a culture of dishonesty to where this woman is literally, don't lie, being made out to be a bold-faced motherfucking lie. There are comedians making sketches right now on her ass. And black women are making excuses for her all over social media. It's a culture of dishonesty and we're sick of it.
I don't think saying we don't know why the lady did it or, anything other than what was revealed in the press conference today, I don't think that's making an excuse, right? So, okay, I said the text messages are damning. They look crazy. Like, it looks like, okay, so in all likelihood, nobody abducted her. Where's the excuse making?
Because you're making a distinction on why she did it. It doesn't matter why she did it.
I said we don't know.
She did it. It doesn't matter. Okay. Well, I mean, we're going to find out why, but it doesn't matter. No matter what she says, she should be punished for it.
I already told you why she did it. I am a professional side nigga. I know why she did it.
So the reason
she was out there cheating.
People's behavior never matter.
Say that one more time.
We're talking about Carlee Russell.
Oh, okay. So only in her case, the reasons
that's
behind
what the show is about. PhD, we're talking about Carlee Russell,
right?
And let me also say that when you talk about this white woman that I didn't know about, what I'm saying has nothing to do with race. It has to do with all women. This kind of stuff, and the fact that you admit it goes on all the time, is damaging. How could you think this is not damaging to women who are really victims?
Because they're looking for women who are really victims too. Like, what you think? Stuff like this keeps women who are actually abducted from being
yeah. You know,
Whoa,
okay.
It's gonna happen.
whoa.
But she made
Yes, isn't that what women keep saying? I want y'all to look for these women like y'all look for the dudes in the submarine. Like, according to y'all, they're not looking for these women, but because this caught national attention, they didn't want the negative attention from it, so they dedicated resources to it. But yeah, they're not looking. They're not putting this energy into finding the real missing black or other minority children. They're not.
Damn, PhD, we got our pain all the way in his feelings.
Do you want to know something crazy that I just found out?
Mr. Payne loves me.
Actually, I'm not.
Look,
Don't do
know
that shit. That's my work wife, sir.
Hey, bro, y'all want to know something crazy that I found out?
What's that?
That's kind of disheartening on this. Sorry to kill the move, but from what I just said, because of the stuff that's been going on, especially in the Houston area, it's like getting really bad with what is it called, human trafficking, abduction, and all of that. They don't dedicate the resources. This is from a detective that works on that unit. They don't dedicate the resources because of the average amount of times it takes to pull them from the situation, the human trafficking situation. They go back. There's like whatever syndrome they call it. You know, I'm not a mental health expert, but whatever they're doing, they actually, if they're over a certain age, if they spend too much time there, if you rescue them, they'll go back. You rescue them, they'll go back. They're wasting resources doing it when the girls are just going back. I said, excuse me? Don't they want to be home with their families? Like, no. Some of them look at it very differently. They look at being pimped as a job. They're making money or they're getting to sleep with dudes they want to sleep. I was like, it blew my mind to listen to what he had to say on that.
And our pain is called drapetomania.
Damn.
What is it? Okay. Yeah, but I mean, realistically, Houston police don't invest a lot of effort and resources into most crimes, right? That's why it's
you know what I'm starting to notice. Nobody does. Nobody has the budget for the rate that we commit crimes now. This is why y'all think I got so many guns. I got 5 guns in here laid around in the circle because anybody go missing in my house, I'm the one going to go get them. I'm not putting any faith in anybody's police.
I seen that pistol you put on Instagram, Trigger.
Huh?
You will not I seen that pistol on Instagram. Wait a minute. Let me talk to Trigger Mike. You will not indirectly threaten my work wife talking about how many weapons you got laying around.
I'm not threatening PhD. Stop.
No. When you lose an argument and you looking bad, just go off cam.
You know what? I didn't know.
So
I didn't know there was
drop his ass down, man. Drop him down.
I didn't know there was a super chat coming through for you tonight, but it's all good.
Guess what though, Trigger? Night is actually 2-time because Venus mad at her right now too.
Oh, Venus in the chat too. Come on up, Venus.
Yeah.
She'll get over it. She been stopped messing with me.
All right, Nubian 72, $5. I knew she was lying from the start. I live in Hoover. That highway is always busy. There was never a baby. She needs help. Poor thing. Damn.
There was a camera.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's talk about it, man. Because, all right, what are the chances that a white baby would be missing on the highway?
That's highly.
Let's give a percentage. What are the chances that a white baby, chat, a white baby would be missing on a highway? And one person.
And what are the odds that me as a black woman, I'm gonna stop for that white baby?
Oh, no, let me stop.
You just telling on yourself, PhD.
Wait, is this in Alabama?
Yeah.
We know black women can't see at night.
Black women finna stop for a white baby in Alabama?
Right, exactly. Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah, you would stop, man. You guys would stop.
You would stop.
I certainly would
make
not.
a phone call, but I'm not stopping for any little white child anywhere.
Right.
If I'm getting on the elevator, wait a minute. If I'm getting on the elevator and there's a little white baby on there, I'm not getting on the elevator.
Nah, they stop line because you can take it no stairs.
Oh, okay.
Damn, he got you.
No, he think he did.
Oh man.
So what else you got, Mike?
Damn, she said, can we even admit that's the only reason this story even blew up? Was the baby? Oh,
I asked that question.
Damn,
that's kind of true. That's kind of true.
Well,
All right.
I don't think so. They didn't believe in the white baby story from the beginning.
A white baby in Alabama are paying.
Well,
Come
no,
on,
but
man.
no. Think about it. Think about it. The police didn't divulge any information, and they were going off. They had the 911 call or something. So the media hears white baby, right? And then they're just gonna run with it until the evidence comes out. So that's a real. I think that holds real weight right there. The only reason it blew up because somebody thought a white baby might be missing.
But don't they have footage of her on the freeway from some cam?
Yeah.
Man, this is 2023. They got footage of everything. What I think they're actually doing is being smart.
Oh,
They
Venus trying to
like
come.
now
Venus trying
all
to come up
police
for real.
departments. Now all police departments got to act as PR departments because anything involving black people, especially black, you got to be like, they're gonna come for us if we say it this way. I don't
That's
need
right.
this type of
That's
stress.
right.
Yeah, that's BS. That's BS for people to
Watch your tone.
no. That's see, this is why women don't run anything, guys. For you
They run too much.
Right, we want y'all.
that's literally gonna lead to people. That's gonna lead to bad shit. That's not leading to anything good. It's not. But,
Trigger, somebody said drop the link. Venus.
Hey,
oh yeah, I
Venus.
got you, Venus.
It's about to get wild.
I
You got
love
all
you.
your ladies up here tonight, Nightish. You light skinned
I
dudes
don't know why
always
you
trouble,
think I'm
man.
popular.
You
Well,
light-skinned
Venus
dudes
already
trouble.
Venus already mad. Venus already mad because you cheating on her with a PhD for the night. So you about to get it.
All right, I got a question. Let's see who's gonna give the best scenario. What's next for Carlee Russell? Like, what happens after this?
She gonna get a skit on SNL.
Hi,
She
y'all.
probably will. Hey,
Hello.
What up,
Venus.
Venus?
How's everybody doing?
Fine.
We good.
Thank you.
Y'all gonna get me cursed out. I just ended my live stream and told them it was past my bedtime. Now, if I get caught over here, I'm gonna get jumped tomorrow, and that's gonna be on y'all. But that's okay.
It's all good. What was you,
But no,
were you
So who's
talking
answering
about this?
first?
I was talking about this actually.
So you go first then.
Yeah. What are your thoughts and what do you think is next for this lady?
This is crazy. I just found out about. I can't remember the lady's name. Maybe PhD vote knows. The lady who did this something similar in 1987. It was a black lady, and like Al Sharpton and everybody was
Tawana
marching.
Broadway.
Tawana Broadway.
Yes,
Tawana
I
Broadway.
was
Yeah.
like, I'm like,
You
what?
know, Pain knows.
Yes, I do.
We got a log of everything
Yes, I do.
transgression
Y'all
black
wore me.
women have ever made.
Damn. So I don't. Well, I was providing them with the update because we've been covering this since yesterday. I felt like something was wrong, but I didn't want to say it. But then today it was like abundantly clear that homegirl is just lying. I'm just trying to understand, like, what's the motivation behind all of this? Like, you're 25. If you wanted to leave home, you could have just left. What is all this
She
staged? Like, I don't get
she
it.
she got a boyfriend. And that ain't who she left with. That ain't who she went to go see. But my question is, Venus, why you didn't want to say nothing yesterday about it?
Because in case I was wrong, you got to be careful. Like, suppose somebody really did kidnap her, and then you sitting on the internet saying she's lying, right? So you got to be
I
careful until you know.
I feel like you just didn't want to disappoint the sisterhood.
Well, I mean,
Look
no,
at him.
because I mean, I was dragging her today because I feel like there are a lot of black women who really go missing yearly at high, like alarming rates. And we're always talking about like no one caring, it's not getting any media coverage, us not getting the resources from the police department or people investigating, like no one cares, right? And then the one time, I'm not gonna say the one time, I kind of feel like the white baby has something to do with the attention, but whatever.
The mythical white baby.
Yeah, like little Gerber baby that she just saw walking along the street on the side of the highway that she was what? I don't even understand it, but okay. I feel like the one time we do kind of get the media coverage and all the attention required, like they called the Secret Service and everything, girl.
That's
And
right.
then you lied? Like, what is that gonna do to us now if we already felt like we weren't getting
Exact.
like
Well,
I just
look.
it pisses me
They
off.
gonna say y'all yelling
So
wolf.
let me add. So that was very well said. So PhD, but earlier to what you said about why it seems like we're salivating to see her punished
Mhm.
is let me tell y'all, this is the type of stuff that I deal with at work. So there are more than a few black women in my department. at work. And when they do things that not, of course, not go missing or nothing like that. I don't like when they do things that I guess we can call crying wolf. I don't like when they exaggerate situations to get things out of the department or to get things from executive management and the VP and the CEO. I don't like when they do that because I know they're lying or they're embellishing the truth. You know, they're just embellishing. And what that does ultimately, because I don't know if y'all know, and I know y'all feel this wherever y'all worked at or have worked at in the past, they lump all black people together. That's why you see some black people.
You was gonna say it's gonna bounce back on
They
you.
lump all of us together. We all black.
Where your friend at?
All the Asians, Asian, all the Indians. They lump us all together. And whenever they do that type of shit, we lose credibility as a group. That is why, like, we're like so supercharged to see punishment, because punishment is the one way we can all agree to be like, we don't agree with this behavior. Punish her ass.
So
to let
at
us
the
know we stand
job,
apart.
when this happens, do you suggest a punishment? Do they come to you and they say, one of yours we thought was a good one was still in Staples?
So to answer the question, I think in a couple of weeks this all will blow over. Nothing really won't happen to him. But Trigger Mike got one request. Could you switch me and Nidus so Nidus can be right where he belongs?
Oh, you right. You right.
Y'all doing that now? Y'all doing too much. Now
y'all said both of them is women, right?
I would encourage
a cream sandwich. There you go.
I would encourage people to watch a lot more news, even like on YouTube, because you'll see like this has happened even in the last month or two. It's happened several times. There was recently a young girl in Atlanta who went missing, and it took weeks to find her, but she was laid up with some old ass white man, right? And so they took the white man to jail. He was like 40 something. He looked a lot older than that, but they're still looking for these girls, right? It's not an uncommon thing. And so also the idea that we got to be above reproach because of then the white folks ain't gonna look if they're not going to because of any transgression, then they never wanted to begin with, right? And so these people, like, they don't want to do these things to begin with if any little thing can keep them from doing it. So the idea that we need to be perfect or whatever.
I will say this though. I will say this because
I
will say this to the situation. This is just the symptom. It's not the disease.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not talking about the symptom.
Okay,
this is actually this is comedy. Like, this shit happening now is comedy, but it's also speaking to a bigger problem. It is not necessarily Carlee Russell that I'm talking about or that we have a problem with. She's the thumbnail for views. What we're talking about, one, is the culture of dishonesty. And then the way, like, the reason why we as a collective group have something wrong with us, you may not see it. In fact, I know you lying. You see it on your social media. You just don't want to say nothing. Women are defending her. Women are.
So my question is,
but
so my question is, PhD, in the story that you just gave, how old was the female that disappeared and later with a white man?
Wrong angle.
They say she was 14.
Yeah, she was a young girl.
Hold on.
Like 14,
Okay. So if she was 14. I don't mind the news and the police going crazy looking for a 14-year-old that's laid up with a white man, and that white man going to jail because she's 14. Because listen, because she's 14, we need to go look for a 14-year-old kid. We don't need to spend resources on a 25-year-old who decided to run away.
Well, listen,
a 14-year-old we should be looking for.
Do you live in Hoover, Alabama? Why are you worried about
only black women have 2 kids and still run away from home?
I'm saying a 14-year-old kid gone for 2 weeks, like you said. I think you said 2 weeks. We as a nation, we as a society should spend our resources looking for this girl who ran away, but not a 25-year-old.
2 points. Can I make these 2 points right quick? One, when it comes to young black girls being with older white men, that's Khalees and Bill Murray. 2, they're going to use this case right here to justify not looking for people.
No, they're not. Yep. If they were going to do that, they would have they had ample opportunities to do it previously, right? And so they still looked for her. And if
it was about this white baby. Her name is the story, but that's not why they looked for her.
Okay, well, in the coverage that I saw, nobody was really talking about the white baby after the fact.
Nobody at all. Because nobody
PhD,
believes
the white baby,
Can
the white
can
baby was the white baby was not an issue after about the first 2 hours of the story because they
Right.
knew what no
It was
white baby
where's the
missing.
girl?
The
Yes,
only reason
it was.
that wait a minute, I disagree. The only reason that camera focused on her exactly where she was, and then for 6 football links down the freeway, because all those cameras were showing that, because a white baby was supposed to be somewhere. They just couldn't say that because it would have sounded racist. But since they didn't see the white baby, now we got to turn all the focus back on her.
Yeah, but that was early on, Nightish. They saw that
that's
footage
that's
early on.
that's the
So
only reason she
this
may
is
not go to she may go to jail.
the real issue, though, is like I keep saying, and everybody keeps trying to overlook it. Women have a grace about when they accuse men of doing things or accuse bad actors of doing things, and people tend to believe women off the rip without evidence. Men's lives have been destroyed, and these kind of things chip away at that grace. And
right, so them goofy ass men got a mob mentality because a woman said something.
Let me finish, man. Every woman should be upset
No.
that this lady is contributing to the loss of more grace.
PH, say no louder because he didn't hear you.
No. And so the thing is, it's not going to chip away at the grace.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, because y'all's character is such that we know that y'all engage in this type of stuff. I was just talking to a male cousin of mine. And he was saying
you just telling on yourself.
50% of men would grape a woman if they thought they could get away with it. Like this.
So
is my
now
male
you're gonna
cousin.
finish
So we know that your character is.
Trigger, did you catch that? She said we'll believe women and grape them at the same time. Did you catch that?
Like, now we're all grapists. God damn.
No, I said
we grapists and got empathy.
Y'all would believe them because y'all know what y'all capable of.
Men,
Right,
rest in
that's
your
what I'm saying.
masculinity.
Don't
Rest
fall for
in
it.
your masculinity.
Women are going to be believed
This is really
because we
good.
know that y'all do that type of stuff, right?
Trigger Mike.
But PH Diva, if that was true,
It
then
is
more
true.
men would just do it. You
My
think
brother-
you
stop.
think the
Yeah.
criminal justice system
My
is
brothers
really
and my
stopping
father
men from doing that? No, I'm asking you a question. You really think men are not doing it because they're afraid of jail? If what you're saying that half the men walking around on Minority Report, kind of the movie Minority Report, should go to jail because of the future crime that they're willing to commit? I mean, are you really saying that? I mean, no, wait a minute.
She said it.
Hold on, RP. Hold on, because I want to say something to you. You're pushing a boulder uphill that don't need to be pushed uphill.
Yeah, but I'm having a little bit of fun here.
He like to hear him say it. That's what it is. He think they gonna admit to it.
Let's say this shit, man. That's
Our
all
pain, you think our pain, you they lifeline. Our pain, you are their lifeline. You the person they want to believe the story. Why would they admit to it?
No, well, you know what? Because we're on this panel, it's late, and she says some shit that it'd be nice to pull a string so we can see how full of shit
said
this
to this
really
man
is.
multiple
Our pain, she just called you a rapist and
Ashton,
empathetic at the same
Can
time.
you work with me? Ashton, work with me.
My bad, Cook.
Ashton, me
Cook,
and you,
Cook,
let's
Cook.
work together. Let's ask
All
Mr.
right.
Arpain to rest in his masculinity because he's exposing himself.
How am I exposed? Actually, I only have drawers on, but it's covered up.
Masculinity don't rest. Don't be trying to steal our line. We rest.
It do rest.
Okay,
because
work
we
on
already
your
knew the story.
masculinity.
We already knew the
Work
story
on
was fake. There was no logic to this
Labor
case.
your masculinity.
There was no logic to this case. You the only black person that saw a white baby on the interstate. There's ain't no logic to that story.
Black
We knew the
women
story
have
was
special
fake.
vision. We can see things that other groups
Y'all can't see at night. Y'all got it. What is called when you can't see at night?
Night blindness. Night blindness.
Third eye, my ass.
She
No,
saw
it's
with
called
the third eye. She saw with the third eye that the baby was
Go to
walking
hell, Venus.
along.
I think y'all need to cam up because I don't think y'all can say this shit looking in the camera without smiling. I don't think Trigger, make them cam up, please. 'Cause I don't think they can say this shit with a straight face.
No,
They need to
1
have to make
a.m.
John the
where
Baptist
I
cam
am.
up, and we don't want that to happen.
Hold on, Nightish. Before you speak to me, climb a flight of stairs first before you speak to me.
But he got 2 women down there. He said both of them his women. He don't need to lose no weight.
Ashton, he don't understand. He gonna learn one day though.
Yeah, he don't know about them.
I want to know why she did all of this. She definitely needs some consequences because absolutely not. No.
I don't understand why people keep saying
Really?
drugs.
That's
When you trying to
crazy.
cheat on your man, you would say the dumbest shit.
I thought they was
She
some
said
kind of trafficking ring. Went
a
to
white
a
man.
steak and shake 6 cars deep and created some
And,
kind of scam, and we waiting for the outcome of that investigation.
Wait, who were the 6 cars though? Did that really happen that
in
way?
Alabama, they ain't even got internet in Alabama. Where
Not
6
for
cars
real.
come from?
Well, you know what happened to the fact that she said they stripped her naked but let her keep $107?
In her
And the
She
side.
said
fact,
she said they painted her nails too. Arpain.
wait, and they took pictures. They didn't do anything sexually to me. Like what? Sexual to me. So they snatched you, took off your wig, left your Apple Watch conveniently placed in your pocketbook in the driver's seat. They didn't tie your hands up because they didn't want to bruise you. They got you undressed, but then they didn't do anything sexual to you. And then miraculously you popped up home with $100. What is happening?
I got a question. I got a question for you, Venus. Nida shared earlier
No, you
that
cannot ask my woman nothing. Ask our pain.
Nida said earlier that if women keep wearing wigs and all this
Oh my God.
fake body stuff,
Now this
if they
ain't said
really
a damn thing. I
if
like
they
a
really
nice
go mi-
wig.
if they really go missing, how are we gonna find out what you really look like?
Ask my family for the default photo in the back. They'll
Oh,
have
so
it.
now we gotta be investigators ourselves. Okay.
If you
Default
go
photo,
through
please.
any black woman's Instagram, including mine, look right now, I have a wig.
Okay,
Look at
so
this
now we
picture.
gotta get
Wait.
Instagram
Look at
credentials.
this picture. I have braids. You will always catch us without the wig on one of them photos. Boom, you plaster that baby up. Y'all put out the Amber Alert
I
on
don't know
me.
if
Get
that's
me
true for
back home
everybody.
in 72 hours. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
I don't know if that's
Nah,
true for
you gotta go.
everybody.
Wait,
You
what's
gotta go
the
back
age
to the
limit for
Because I
Facebook
Amber
picture
Alert?
from 2015.
I learned a couple
This
years
is
ago.
what's
I learned a couple years ago about, I guess it's called contouring.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
witchcraft, right?
come on
Because
out,
I'm trying to.
sisterhood.
I'm
Witchcraft.
trying.
Let me get these super chats real.
So go
Arthur
ahead.
Gilliam, $5 says she will be prosecuted. I am here in Birmingham, Alabama, and Hoover. It doesn't play. She and her family should all go to jail.
But what the
Yeah,
family
dealing
did?
with
And he's
no,
a
the
And the
preacher, so
family
you
family
gotta
too?
was
believe
in on
him.
it. The family was in on it.
But
They're
They
Trigger,
had to.
Trigger,
accessories after
Trigger.
the fact. They are
But
accessories
Trigger,
after the fact.
wait, y'all. Trigger, can we let John the Baptist tell us about how we learned about contouring?
After the super chats, damn
He
right.
trying to call you
Big
gay,
Ant, my
John.
man, $10. Sugar Mike, I believe her because I saw Tupac at Burger King 2 weeks ago. He was on like the Las Vegas Strip or something like that. I'm sorry, like 2 days ago as well. That's nasty. $5. We can't ask for justice and equality when we can't even demand it for ourselves. There's no excuse whatsoever. She's wrong. Case closed. Next subject.
But why y'all think the family need? What did the family do?
The
They're
way
accessories
they
after the
kind of
fact. They're
How?
accessories after the fact.
How?
She came in and gave him a story, and they're just protecting her, like most parents will do.
Right. And so
but
protecting somebody isn't being an accessory to it, even after the fact, right?
Well, if they start making
That's
statements,
exactly what accessory
hold on.
is.
Go look
That's
at
exactly what
historic cases.
accessory is.
That's
Go
not
look
what
at
it is.
historic
An
cases when
accessory
they've
is
given
somebody who
people.
helps you after you committed the crime.
Hold
They
on, PH.
conceal
That's
the crime.
accessory.
Hold on.
Not
It's usually you can usually get away with it until you're lying to the police in the middle
exactly.
of an investigation.
They
That's the
now.
interview
What
only
would
part.
make you think that they've lied to the police?
Well,
Because she
if
may
you can
not have
prove,
told them what
did you
happened.
hold up? Did you see that parent interview? Go watch it and come back and ask us why we think. Go watch the interview
The
first.
poor man,
I did.
the
Hey,
man was
look,
listening in his
wait. This is the part
masculinity.
that got
The man
me.
was
I would have
This is the part
lied
listening
that got
in
too.
his
me. Hold
I
on.
would have
masculinity.
lied
They
too.
kept looking at each other to see if they were in sync on like what they were about to say. Like, yeah, she was. I was like, oh, shit, they lying. They
Hey,
lying.
They were
Trigger,
distraught.
Trigger, I'd
She
like to
sounded like
thank
she was
you.
lying on a 911 call. They were like, "How old is the child?" 3 or 4, but then it's in a pamper. But then it's I'm like, what? And then they
I,
ask her
I,
something, and she's like,
So the baby was
yeah,
a slow developer.
you know.
No, if you know
I,
people from other
Hold on.
cultures, they kids be
A
10
slow
in a
baby
damn
with no
diaper.
birth records and no Amber
I was
Alert.
gonna
Okay.
say that too. I
But
don't know some big
Trigger
ass
Mike, I
babies
want to
with pampers on.
congratulate you because once John the Baptist told us about the magic of contouring, I see you put all the ladies together.
Oh, shot.
I mean, you know, Nidus makes everything into Fight Club, man. It's just that's shit.
He does. He does.
I swear to God.
I
But
personally
look,
wouldn't
John
take that,
said I ain't
John.
even responding. I'm
Like,
not
I
even gonna
personally want to
respond.
take that, Sean.
No, you don't
Oh
make
my
two
God.
stare jokes about me and think I'm just gonna take it.
Did you always doing something crazy. That's okay though. We cool. I get you. We good.
Then he said it in front of the women, Nightish.
Trey, get your ex cop always got to be right about
Yeah,
police
Ashton Dirty
affairs ass
Mackin.
out of here.
Oh, Trey,
Ashton, he was dirty
he had
macking.
Trey asked for the link too. If Trey come up, this shit gonna be on. It's gonna be on fire for real.
Look, he
Yeah,
want to
man.
fight
Get
so
your ass up here,
bad.
Trey.
All your
Nope,
life
that
you
ain't
have
my
a
dude.
fight.
Oh, speak of the devil. He shot.
There you go. Yeah, there
Is
you
this
go.
an officer? Can you move me over? You say he's an officer.
Oh,
You got a problem with the
is that
police?
I don't
better?
trust the police, man.
You got a
I don't
problem with
trust
the police?
y'all. I don't trust you.
Okay. Remember that next time somebody breaking your house.
Okay.
I'm about look. I say that same shit, but I'm like
Don't call
Venus.
us, okay? Call
Venus, who
somebody
you gonna
else.
call if something happened to you? The Crips? Who you calling to protect you?
I'm gonna call Jesus. I'm gonna call the Lord. I'm gonna call
He ain't
God.
listening.
Oh my
Yeah, you're
God.
probably gonna meet them the same day.
Oh my God. That's fine. Get me up out of
No,
here.
she in
Ghetto
New
anyway.
York. She gonna call some woos or some chos.
No, I will definitely call the police in a second. So let me stop playing. I was joking.
So what's the next question, Mike?
All right.
You the
We
moderator,
didn't answer.
Pain?
We didn't answer the first question.
You just
We
ready
didn't
to
answer
Do
the
get
you
first
turned
think
question.
This the our
He got,
Pain show, ain't it?
he got tired of us talking.
it kind of
The
is? Though.
first
It's like a
the first
karate
question didn't
movie
go.
because his mouth is not moving with the
No,
picture.
I don't know how, but Payne has logged more hours on the Trigger Mike show than Trigger Mike.
What?
I'm telling you, I've dropped down for a moment. Like he legit has more hours logged than me on my show.
Because black people never want
So
to
this
come to
is the R
work.
Payne show.
Why you don't be at work? Black people never want to do their job, Trigger Mike. See what I'm saying? Why he be at your job more than you? See? It's the
And
problem.
then
The
what's
black
happening with the
this the
marriage and
problem
I
with the
told
black
you.
politics and
man.
Hold
sports?
on.
This
Hold
is
on,
the
hold
problem
on.
with the
I
black
really,
man.
I really
You
want
sound
to hear what
jealous.
Trey got to say about this conversation. We'll go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
I know why Trigger started the show late. Econate was asleep. I know exactly why he started it late.
All right, I'm gonna
No,
drop
no,
the
no.
link
He
and
over there
watch
on.
his ass pop up here on your ass.
No. He over there on Aaron's
Let me
show.
tell
You
you
think
something.
I'm asleep? You think I am asleep? I am up. That's all I want.
And
I'm
his name is
flight,
not
dude.
Akine. His
You
name is
idiot.
Anike.
You idiot. I am up at all hours of the night.
What he called me, Trigger, idiot.
You idiot. All right, great. What you got on the topic, bro?
Well, yeah, I mean, I call BS from the beginning. I mean, first of all, black women over the age of 21 are not being kidnapped and abducted. That's a myth.
Discrimination.
That's a myth to begin with. So
Lie.
once I heard the age of her, I already knew that more than likely this was a joke. Majority of black women or black girls that are the ones that are being kidnapped and abducted are usually between the ages of 8 and 17. All the missing persons I've ever worked were, children and teenagers. So I had already my antennas were already up.
Allegedly.
The story didn't make any sense. And as soon as I watched the video, I immediately started asking questions about, well, where did she vanish to?
Allegedly.
Because if she got out of the car, where did she go? She's on an interstate. Where could she have gone?
Allegedly.
Which then leads me to believe that there's a second person involved here, and that knew about this entire thing, which to me would imply intent, and therefore she should be charged. I think that she planned this entire thing. This has a lot of Gone Girl too. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Gone Girl, but
Yeah, Ben Affleck.
it has a
Oh
lot
damn!
of Gone.
What ended up happening in Gone Girl?
Besides her being batshit crazy.
Yes.
She gets away with it.
Allegedly.
Yeah, in the end, she gets away with it. But it had a lot of elements of that. And what I was truly was waiting for was the computer dump. That's what I wanted to hear. was when they went and searched her work computer or her home computer and or her phone. So the things that they found, what was she searching for? What was she looking for? Because that's typically in an investigation. That's what we start to look for. We start to look for what were you doing the days leading up to this? Were you looking for things?
She was looking for bundles.
I was in a shade room. I wasn't doing nothing. I wasn't looking for no.
Well, I mean, according to the press conference, she was looking up bus tickets. She was looking up Amber Alert maximum ages, stuff like that. So that would to me would imply intent.
She looked up how to get money out of a register without getting caught.
Without being detected. Exactly.
No, Trey. Where was the bus ticket to? Where was the bus ticket supposed to be going to, Trey?
Yeah, exactly.
Tennessee Trigger. I told you.
Birmingham to Nashville or something like that.
She looked up the movie Taken. What are you looking?
Yeah, Taken is weird. So I mean, once I started to see those things, to me that implies intent, which means that this is a Jussie Smollett type situation.
Yes.
He should be charged. So I'm hoping that the officers and the investigators don't hold back and they actually do their job, because to me, this takes away from all of the young Black girls that are being abducted. I came on the department when Relisha Rudd went missing, and we still haven't found Relisha Rudd. So this is a serious thing, and this is not something to be played with. Black women are disappearing, but young Black girls are disappearing. It's not a joke. And so I feel like she takes away from that, and playing these games, it only hurts. And investigators, listen, trying to find somebody who's missing, it is not like a Law and Order episode. It's not, you don't figure it out in 50 minutes with limited commercial interruptions. That's not how this works. It takes a long time to try to find somebody, especially if they don't want to be found, or if they've truly been kidnapped and abducted. And they're, this sex trafficking and all that, it's a real thing. It's not a game. It's not a joke. So that kind of irritated me, because I know parents who still have not been able to find their child. It's irritating.
Mm-hmm. Who playing opera?
Trey, you brought logic to the show. Trey, you brought logic to the show. I thank you.
Which is crazy, John the Baptist, because usually I don't.
I know. That's why when I saw your name in the chat
tonight, so you can have a break, because there's no titties being talked about tonight. So
yeah, it's no ass, no titties being talked about.
That's what y'all be doing over here. I never came up here. This will be going on. Trigger Mike.
Oh yeah, and we always have the ass and titties
up here. Was the good Christian man.
Where did Midas go to?
John the Baptist is our resident holy man.
No, hell no.
The rest of us are cold-blooded heathens.
All right.
I thought this was
in the background.
I thought this was a classy side. I don't even know.
Where Natty's go? Waffle House?
No, he went to go test the stare challenge that you gave him. Let me see.
Come back, get on y'all later.
Let me see if I can just put 2 feet, 1 foot.
RP, what you laughing for?
That man ain't been upstairs in his house in 6 years. You tripping. He got to call a nurse's aide.
I better take that back. I got to take that back. It's too wild. His 2 girlfriends up here, so I better take that back.
No night-ish slander. We love night-ish.
Can I say this though, Trigger? It's a little bit irritating to watch the social media. I mean, people are defending her, and I think at this time, it's kind of obvious what happened. I think most people can put 2 and 2 together at this point, right? And it's sad to see Black women not. This is a clear opportunity to say, listen, this is not what we're about. And instead, there are a lot of Black women in social media that are defending her. It's quite weird.
Wait, hold on.
No. Why do we need to come out and say anything? Like, how would people assume that we're about this if we haven't done anything like that, right?
Because PhD, a lot of black women have said
Black men defend and get behind that make no sense. Y'all trying to be in a fake little uproar right now. You know how many things Black men do daily that a lot of you sit there and
that's the reason why y'all should speak now. Because any other time when Black men are doing things, you guys do speak about it. You guys don't waste any time.
I agree.
You jump right on it. So if that's the case, just be consistent with the way you guys
y'all be consistent in your silence. The silence you have when Black men are doing wrong.
Venus, it's not silence, because we're not complicit. We don't do what black women do by making excuses for the nigga.
Yes, y'all
We
Yes, y'all
do.
we
do.
don't.
No, we
No,
don't.
no,
We
no, no,
No,
don't.
we
no.
don't.
Trigger. This is what women do when the story came out and it all came out that she was lying. Black woman was like, it don't matter what she did as long as she got home. Like, brother, how can you get home?
But what? But what?
Who laughing? Was that Venus? Telling on yourself.
That is funny.
But
I'm not.
yeah,
What
but
about
that's the
before
thing.
she
Like that.
died?
How can you come up
He
found
sounds
without
just
stopping
as
somewhere? That's
delusional
crazy.
as a lot of the black men when black men do wrong things.
But
I hear
Uh,
delusional things just
even
like
before
that.
what y'all call men being wrong
even
on is cheating. Like that.
Black
What we supposed
black
to say about
men
this?
which is a
black men do
We
protection
don't.
hold
for the most part.
black men do
People,
hold black men accountable. First of all, we
people,
got to get this
no,
straight.
no, y'all
Black men
don't.
hold. No,
All the time.
this is a
all the
false
All the time.
time,
statement. We kill.
even the
We will
time they
demolish it. We would
was
demolish
How
a man
come?
when he does something
Wait, hold
stupid.
on. That seven baby daddy dude was getting interviews with major content creators. He's been on everybody's panel. He's been
The
more than
seven
welcome. Like,
and
and
stop
And
lying.
what
nobody
and what
Y'all
did the
don't
chat?
Hold
And
on,
what
But
did
hold
the
but
on,
chat
every
hold on,
say?
dude
hold
don't
on.
have
stop it.
seven
nobody
baby
Hold
daddies.
on,
I mean
Venus,
hold on,
seven.
what
hold
does the
on, hold on,
chat
hold on.
saying,
Right, and
Venus?
every
Hold on,
black
hold
Stop.
on,
man
hold
ain't
on, hold
faking
on.
an abduction. So what are you talking
Hold on,
about?
hold on.
y'all confusing black men with black ninjas.
No, we ain't confusing
You
Oh,
that.
can't
okay.
confuse.
Now
You,
we
So
okay.
so
no
so yeah, you
Every,
took the
but
words right out of my mouth.
nobody
God damn it, there are black people and there are ninjas. Now here's the
nobody
funny
is
thing about the
Ninja.
what do you call them,
Seven
Kane?
baby
707
daddy. I
dude.
don't know his name.
Here's the
House of
funny thing about
Hypocrites. House
yeah,
of
House of
how
Hypocrites.
Hypocrites.
how
Yeah.
hypocrite.
The reason why y'all notice that we talk about dudes having first off, most people don't believe him, me included. There's no
Me
Right.
evidence that
either, but y'all didn't treat him with
yeah,
any
there's no
judgment
because
or
like I just like
hostility.
this
He was
Carly
met with
Russell.
open
Hold on.
arms.
Just like this Carly Russell thing, we are practical. He did it for I think he did it for that notoriety. Now he's on everybody's panel. Now his platform and his Instagram page is popping, and he probably got women still trying to holler at him, even though he said he
Yep.
got 7 baby mamas or whatever he said. You see what I'm saying? So we practical. We don't. I didn't believe him. I don't know about y'all,
I ain't
but I'm
believe him
not
either,
This,
Trigger.
this,
defending
But
this
something I
there's
show
don't
there's
believe.
there's
is
another
this
there's
show is
another part. There's
about
another
Carly
part.
Russell, and she's got us talking about the House of
You're
Hypocrites.
trying to
Hold on,
I
dismantle
mean,
But
the
our
how,
pain,
purpose.
that's the thing though.
there's
Every
another
dude
piece
don't
of it.
have seven baby mamas.
Trigger. There's
Yes,
another
and
part.
Y'all
There's
everybody
all
another
got
been
part to
seven
this
faking
baby
that
an
mamas.
there's
abduction.
another part to
Everybody
this
up
that
here
they're
got
leaving
seven
out.
baby mamas.
The issue is
I
that
ain't got no kids.
what you guys are confusing is somebody bringing a guy on like that because he's good entertainment. You can't expect the content creators to be the ones to hold them accountable
So then why
because the
you
con-
Yeah.
expecting us
because
to
the
be
content
holding
creators
people accountable?
are trying to make money. That's what they do. There's no difference than
Okay.
all of these content creators that bring on Nick Fuentes. They know exactly what he's about. Everybody knows what he's about, but he's good because he brings clicks and views and he brings money. So when you bring on somebody who has 7 baby daddies, that's for a purpose. We know what that's about.
No, I
What
didn't
you need,
know.
what you
It
need
looked
to
like
pay
y'all was
attention, what you need to
celebrating
pay attention to,
degeneracy and
what you need to
sweet
pay attention
single
to is
mothers.
the chat. What is the chat saying about that guy? And all them,
Yeah, I agree, Trey.
all them chats, they was crucifying that man in that chat.
No.
They were not with it.
Everybody,
They called him basically the scum of the earth, and he's exactly the problem with our black community. You can't. The content creators are irrelevant. They're
That is
making a
No,
fact.
they're
dollar.
relevant because they're giving him
And
a
I've said,
but
and
you
platform.
I've
know, but you
said,
know, but you
I've
know what,
said,
Oh,
Trey?
I've said
all
several
right.
They
times.
Everybody
Hold
knows.
on. Hold
I've
on.
said several. Oh, go ahead.
Venus, do
Yeah.
you watch Cynthia G?
Occasionally, yeah.
Exactly.
My point
oh,
rep, the
What's your
defense
point?
rep, the
I
defense
think we
rep.
all know Kendra's
but
show
look,
is crucial. Like the chat gonna tear your ass up. So the simple fact that the 7 baby mama dude went on there, he did it for clout. So I mean,
No, my point was this. You guys are
but
saying
look,
that we
Oprah,
don't
yeah,
speak
y'all ain't
up
never
when
hold Oprah accountable.
we
Oprah
don't
was
speak.
Okay,
terrible.
Hold Oprah accountable for what?
What
Russell
Oprah do?
Carly though?
The destruction of the black
What
community. Why
about
y'all ain't
Russell
hold
Carly
Oprah
Get
accountable?
out of here.
Or Carly
Having a
Russell, whatever
show
her
and
name is.
allowing people to
look,
tell their
no,
story isn't
with the house
destroying
of
anything.
hypocrites,
Rest
So
Oprah
so
Your
why
enjoys
can't a
the
man so why
behavior
nobody
can't
is
a man with
destroying the
7 baby
community.
daddies tell a story?
Angel Wings, can you cam up real quick? I think it's your
look.
first time on the
Check
show.
this out.
I just need
No,
you to know you're a
nobody
real
wants to
person,
acknowledge that.
and I'll let you up. You can
Child,
cam up
Oh,
and
that's
shut
come
up.
back
Angel.
down.
That's Angel. It's about
oh,
to get wild.
we got a
It's
no
about to get
go
wild.
poster.
Who
Uh
is that?
oh. What's this? Who's this?
Everybody
If it's the
have a
guy,
house of
Is this a
hypocrites.
friendly or
The,
fro
the problem was
friendly?
the problem was y'all did not like the fact that House of Hypocrites did not care that he was being held accountable. Everybody tried to hold him accountable, but he said he didn't care
Hmm.
about y'all. That was
Hmm.
the problem.
I
Even
didn't
the
I
see
saw
that.
even the content
people
creators,
blaming the women. I
Yeah, I
saw
didn't
people
see nobody
blaming
holding
the
them
women.
accountable.
Nobody was holding them
Oh,
accountable.
You
wait.
should
They
have
were
blamed the
Wait.
blaming the
women.
women
6
because
of them
I
they
are
was
should
wait,
have
stupid.
wait, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
they
on,
6
should
of
hold on.
them
have
are
known.
stupid.
Hold up. So that's
they
actually a good
definitely held
segue.
them
Well, not
accountable.
even a segue. That's an important note to
He said
make
he didn't
because
care.
that's what we're talking about in society anyway, because for some reason women keep thinking men are responsible for men like that. Those types of dudes have always existed in society.
Mhm.
Always. And the dudes that do right, take care of their family, take care of their woman and do all that stuff, we never associate with those type of dudes in real life.
Yes, y'all
So
do.
then
We
when
got
you see
friends.
so if his story proved to be true,
Yeah,
the
work
type
Yeah.
of women that he was impregnating, we're looking at them like this is your womb. These are your babies that you carrying. How the hell did you see fit to bring a baby to term with this nigga?
And Trigger, you know what the crazy
But
part
that's
is?
the problem.
Them dudes that have 20 kids, they don't hide that they got 20 kids. So you got pregnant by him willingly.
Y'all don't know that to be true though,
And
because
that's the
somebody
problem.
asked him.
That's
I remember
literally the
somebody asked him
example of
recently,
what
like,
we
"Do you
say
tell the
every
women
single
before?"
day.
And he was like, "What's the point of that? Like, what am I?"
Right.
Yeah,
Man,
he was like, "No."
y'all women can find out crap that I've seen y'all do better investigations than
They
FBI and
investigate
some of the people
everything.
I work with.
Right.
You
So
Okay.
got
So
this
some
would
you
look,
got
this
y'all
would
want to
some
be
hold the
They
this would
women.
pulled up
be
That's
Kevin
what
this
we
is
Samuels
what
do.
I
child
That's
support.
this is why I do
y'all
not
don't
promote.
hold the men accountable, but then
This is
y'all want
this
us
is
to
why
do
hold on.
something
This is
that
why I
y'all
don't.
aren't doing.
This is why I say premarital sex is not good for men or women
It's not.
because y'all we spent countless hours talking about stuff like this that could have been prevented if you just waited 6 months to a year, spent time with their family, and you'd find out what kind of character this person was. But because y'all rush into sex, you don't know
I ain't
what you're
waiting 6
sleeping with.
months. You crazy. You crazy as
I know
hell.
you.
I ain't
I
waiting
know you.
6
Why
And
months.
can't
I
you
know
wait
you.
6 months?
I know
Control
you. I
yourself.
know. I know you're not gonna wait 6 months to a year because you want to go get what you want, get your rocks off, but you don't care. No, I'm not gonna say you specifically, Trey, because I'm not. I don't know you like that. I'm just saying in general.
Be
He just
disciplined.
I
said.
ain't waiting either. Shit.
Have the
What I'm saying,
discipline.
okay, but
I'm
let me
ready to
say,
hit it tonight.
let me say this in general though. Let me say this in general. Don't speak up. Don't get offended. We make these rash decisions, and then we still end up having 6, 7 baby mamas. So that goes on the men and to the women. So that's I'm not. Y'all can blame.
Just
Y'all can sit
keep
there and
it in
fight
your
back.
pants. Keep it
Y'all
in
can
your
fight
pants.
back and forth if you want to, but the real issue is if you keep this behavior up, you're gonna always have these problems.
Okay, John, but
He
which
can
one is
never
more
leave his
common?
pants
A
spread all
woman
day.
with 3 baby daddies or a dude with 20 kids? Which one is more common?
Allegedly, nothing. Neither
I
one.
blame. I don't know which one is more common. I'm not gonna try to get into that because
Come on,
even
John. Come
for,
if you go
for
if
the
you gonna hold
fact,
the
no,
women
no, no, no,
accountable,
no,
we
no,
gotta.
no, 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 no. What I'm saying is for the fact that we got a problem with not knowing who the daddy is or who the mom. I mean, or the baby mama drama. It's only one way to solve this problem.
and it's
Stop.
not to not have sex. That's not the answer.
No,
No,
I'm not
that's
saying
that's
that.
not Trey's
I'm not.
answer.
I'm saying have sex in marriage. That's all
No,
I'm saying.
you have an issue. You have an issue with adults. They're not being responsible. You can go out here and have as much sex as you want as long as you find a way to be responsible about it. That doesn't mean because I have sex all the time. It doesn't mean I had a bunch of baby mamas running around. That's craziness.
Well,
You have a lot of guys who aren't adults,
You should
who aren't
keep it
mature, and who
in
aren't
your pants.
responsible enough to even put a condom on. We can't even get them to do that much. So
But this what
it
happened
has
when we
nothing
had
to
women
do with
in the
oh
chat. We talking
stop
about a
having
man with
sex. That's
20
crazy.
kids.
We should stop having
We
sex.
supposed to
We
be
are
talking about
older
the woman
folks.
who
We
ran
need
away
And
from
to
at the end
we
of the
home.
need
day,
to
why
focus
am I
on better
waiting
things
when
with
she's
our
not a
time.
virgin? She's not a. What am I waiting for? She's not a
You should
virgin.
wait because God says we should all wait.
Then
Okay,
the women should start first. You
Hey,
start first.
you the
does
leader.
anybody know who Angel Wings is?
No.
Not at
Starlight
all.
Mystic.
Nah.
If she don't do
But
what
this
you
what
say,
happened.
man, she can't come. Or can't come up. She
Yeah,
don't
I'm
want to
like,
get
I don't know if you came before, but if you
is it a
came up real
dude? Is
quick,
it a dude?
I don't know. This looks like a lady's picture.
Okay, now mind then.
No,
I,
because
Yeah, I
hey,
can't
baby,
let you
I,
up.
I mean,
I apologize to Trigger
baby
Mite and
ass
the panel
person.
for Venus and PhD because they from the Black House
D-Town.
and they don't know no better.
No,
So I'm
D-Town. What are
sorry,
you
y'all.
supposed
I'm
to call
sorry,
me,
y'all.
D-Town?
You know they
What are you
come from
supposed to
Black
call
House,
me,
and I
D-Town?
was just running around trying to find my two little girls, and I found them. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna take them off
I I
the
D-Town, what are
thought
you
panel, okay?
supposed to call
I thought they
me?
was nightish women. What happened?
Nighties went to Waffle House again, so he didn't really.
No night and slander, please. Thank you.
D-Town, I
Yeah,
need you
Angel
to
Wings.
continue to refer to me as Supreme Goddess, PhD Diva.
I don't know.
Hey, I like it.
Oh, so you wait till Night's lead to want to use your real name. Oh, okay.
What's
I
up,
just
All
want
right.
y'all?
to
So,
Who this?
so the
Who
question
this is?
was,
Leanne Payne? Is that
huh?
Leanne down there? Angel Wings?
Nah, I don't know.
Hi
I don't know.
guys, can you guys hear me?
Did she come up?
Hi.
hi.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
we
she
can hear
did for
you.
Mike.
Oh, okay.
So, hey,
Hi
listen, who
guys.
wants to take the question? Go ahead. Go ahead.
What's the question? Oh,
Well, if you're right here, do you think most black women will hold Carlee Russell accountable or make excuses for her behavior?
Neither.
So we can go around the horn
It
now.
Make
can't be neither.
We will remain indifferent. Amen.
They gonna make excuses for him.
And y'all
Our
indifference,
pain.
y'all voting that
You
y'all
know,
make
they
cool
ain't
with
about
it.
to hold him accountable. Our pain.
Nah,
You
okay.
she
should have.
going to
Y'all
jail.
cool
She
with a
brought
lot
a
of
white baby
foolishness
into
then?
this.
You should have heard the fuckery that was going on at the Black House this weekend. So I'm just gonna tell you that, our pain. You hear me?
She
This
going to
this
jail.
this is
She
this is
brought
a
a
this is a
she
prime
brought an
example.
innocent white American baby into this. She going to jail.
This
What?
is
Hello, little
another
Gerber
example
baby.
of why they need to repeal the 19th
out.
and why women should not be allowed to vote. They're not going to hold her.
Damn.
They're not going to hold her accountable because it's not in their best interest at all.
That's
And they
funny.
because it's crazy. As
So we
crazy as it
couldn't
May I
seems,
vote.
say something?
there are
Let
other
them
black
finish.
women. There are other black women out here who are attention seeking, and they're going to want to pull the same scam.
Yo,
So
Jones.
they're not going to hold her accountable.
And they are gonna pull it. What? She get off, they gonna pull that shit next week.
All right. Hey,
But you
here's
got it, Angel.
Here's ghetto point of view. What you got to say, man? You be quiet.
First and foremost, peace to the chat. Salute to Trigger Mike. Salute to everybody on the panel. Salute. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day for real. Before we all get
Perfect.
crazy, real talk. Listen, guys, we all know, just to answer the question real quick, because I know everybody's gonna get crazy. There's absolutely no way these women will be held accountable. And I think somebody just touched on it. We're rolling into a very important election cycle. And sisters, as much as
Protect black women.
protect women have to protect themselves from themselves. Like, you can't, first of all, Minister Farrakhan said it, you can't protect what you can't control. Black women don't want to be controlled, so they can't be protected by anybody. Black women don't even want to be protected by themselves. They don't even have
Protect black women.
self-control.
It need to
Black
be
women don't
y'all.
even have
Protect
Control
black
needs to say.
women.
self-control.
Protect
Damn,
black
this
Far
women.
too
deep.
many of my sisters don't even have self-control. They don't even listen to themselves. They don't even trust
Protect
their gut
black
instinct. So how
women.
could anybody else regulate anything for them?
Well, she gonna be
There's
protected.
no way to protect sisters. This number of sisters is getting deleted at such and such a time a second. That's only going to keep going up because unfortunately sisters like putting themselves in dangerous situations, and you can't tell them nothing about it. You can't tell them don't get
Oh,
their
I
body cut
rebuke
open.
you,
You can't tell them
devil.
that a BBL is dangerous.
It's
You
the
can't tell them
devil.
that putting conch in their body will destroy it. You can't
I
tell them
rebuke
putting
you.
cement in
Conk.
your butt. Please let me finish. You can't tell them putting
Yeah.
What
cement.
is conk?
Miss, there's several stories of people putting conchs, cement, all types of
Cement.
chemicals
Oh,
in their bosoms and in their backside if they can't afford the actual procedure. This is
Praise
not
the
something I'm
Lord.
making up. Like, I
I
could share
rebuke
like this.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
let them
sorry
I
that
finish.
you
missed
don't know
the
what your sisters is out here doing.
I missed
Hey,
the
well,
cement days.
But
before we
Protect
move
black
can I
on,
women.
just finish?
yeah, go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
finish
Land.
up, please. Because you talking good.
BBLs are
I like how you
necessary.
talking.
Let them land it. Go ahead.
well,
So
Landon.
all of this protect black women stuff, Miss Venus, all due respect, that can't happen until black women want to be protected.
Protect black women.
All right,
All right,
those are
so
nice catchphrases, but that takes some accountability that sisters just don't have at this moment in mass. There's always sisters that do have it in mass. But anyway, are they gonna hold themselves accountable? No, because there's a voting cycle coming up and they need the sisters to vote. And if you start telling sisters, y'all wrong, y'all this, y'all that, from those voting rostrums, they not coming out to vote for a soul. So
all right,
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Angel Wings, what you got?
Which is why I don't get off.
Oh,
Angel
hi
Wings.
guys.
Hello.
Hi, thank you so. I'm
Hey,
sorry. Thank
hello.
you so much for having me on panel, and I come in peace. Um, there's some things that I wanted to say in regards of her going to the hospital and the fact that she was let go at 3 p.m. on the same day. Um, if she was actually kidnapped, I'm sure, I don't know, like the fact that, I don't even know if I should actually share this, but
Take your time, Angel. Take your time.
This is a safe space for you.
Word,
Do
this is a
not worry
safe.
about other women on
I
the
don't know if
panel.
it's that
Take your
safe.
time,
I don't
Angel.
know if
Don't
Do
worry
it's
your
about the
that safe.
thing.
sisterhood.
Just
I don't
go
know
Don't
if
worry
it's
about
that
the
safe.
sisterhood.
Okay.
I don't
Don't
know
Y'all
worry
if it's
about
stop.
the
that
Y'all
safe.
wait.
sisterhood.
Y'all wait before y'all start capping. Y'all wait for y'all start
We
simply
will
recapping. Just
protect
wait.
you.
No, don't protect. Don't
um,
protect what you don't know. Don't
I don't
protect
know.
what you
No,
don't
I
you
don't
know.
know
can't
if it's
protect what
that
you can't
safe.
control.
She
Don't
just
protect what
said
you
she
don't
finna
know.
say it. John, she just said
Okay.
she finna tell the truth. So we gonna
Okay.
protect the truth.
No.
Yeah.
Hold
We
on.
don't
We
No.
ain't doing
protect a
no
lie.
Be
Okay.
quiet and let her. Be
Let
quiet.
her
Let her
Let her
finish.
talk.
cook. Let her cook, y'all. Let her cook.
I love it. You guys are so funny. But you know, okay.
So use your
Lady, if
words.
you
Use
gonna
your
say it,
words.
damn
Use your
say it.
words.
Get on my damn nerves.
Okay, because I'm okay. Um, oh my God, I'm nervous now. Okay,
Take your
so
time. Take your time.
okay,
Jesus
from
Christ.
okay, from day one, I knew that there was something fishy about this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Being someone that has been in a situation that um I don't know.
Just say a similar situation, lady. Come on, move on.
PAD.
Similar.
Don't start
PH,
player
we
hating
don't need
now.
that now.
Don't.
We don't need
Nobody's
that
player
PH.
hating, but
No,
it's. I
she's
mean,
trying
come
to
on.
get
Yes,
her
you
to the
is.
point.
You
Why
mad?
not?
No,
You
she's
mad?
saying
Yeah,
She
something
ain't taking
new.
up for the
It's
sisterhood.
okay.
Let her
No,
cook.
Venus, you
let
need
her
to stay back there
talk.
too
She
now,
ain't even
Venus.
say
She's
shit.
hurting the
What are
quality
you
of the
stepping
show.
in
Okay,
She
for?
got to
possibly.
spit it out.
Oh.
Okay.
Angel
My
Angel
God, you
Wings.
guys
Got to
are
spit it out, man.
Everybody don't talk as fast as y'all. Let her cook. She
okay.
just said.
It's a panel. Can
Okay.
you get to the point?
Okay. So the fact is,
Protect women, except when women attack each other. Then mind your business.
There's no attack. Get to the point. Like, what is
Yeah, come on, Angel. Come on.
She
Just
said
tell
she
us what you gotta
nervous.
say.
So
Well,
what?
let's
Then go
Pay, you
ahead.
take 14 minutes
Let
too.
me
Don't
go.
do
Let
that,
me go
Pay.
for you,
I
Angel. Can
don't
I
take
go
all
for
Facts.
you,
the
Angel?
Pain long-winded
Come on,
too.
Angel Wings. Say what you
Yeah,
gotta say.
wait,
take 20
But
minutes and
she
then
be
be saying
saying
what we just
something.
said.
right?
She not
Go
even
ahead and
saying
say what you
nothing.
gotta say.
Okay.
She just
okay.
said y'all full of shit.
Let me help.
Yeah.
Let
Okay,
me
so
help
then,
her.
You're
okay,
not getting
go
But
to
you
ahead.
the
guys
point.
are full. No,
What's
I'm not saying that you guys are
common
full of
sense
shit.
will tell you to just be quiet.
So, girl, they wouldn't be able to do that if you would just
Uh,
say it. Say
you're
it.
Okay,
Like,
so
what you gonna
okay.
funny.
say?
Okay, let me see.
How you
Okay.
gonna tell somebody
So
to say it
the fact
and
that
they
she was
can
let
talk?
Boy,
go.
shut up.
Hello?
The fact that
Go
she was.
ahead.
Shut up. Who
Angel.
you
Go
talking?
ahead.
You.
Wait. Okay. I
Been talking the
almost
whole
lost
time.
that.
Let that girl
Okay,
speak. Get
so
it out.
but you guys are not letting me talk. Let me talk then. Okay.
Those are men, you notice, right? Interrupting you. But go ahead, girl.
As she's
Well,
interrupting,
three
she's saying
beauty
that.
females
Yo,
in
the
here.
hypocrisy out of Venus is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Everybody mute
fact,
up.
okay,
Everybody mute up.
let's get serious. Okay. The fact, because this is not even a joke anymore, it's the fact that I'm pissed off about this whole case is that she made this whole thing up and she forgets about the people that have gone through things such as being raped, and the
Okay.
fact that she was let go at 3 p.m. on the same day, that just tells me, really, you were kidnapped and they didn't touch you, they didn't do anything to you, they didn't, they just let you go. So if she's trying to come back and say that she was molested or rapd, I don't know if I can
Say
say that
grape.
word,
Say grape, Angel. Say grape like the color. I mean the Kool-Aid.
right?
The
Okay,
color.
She just let
Nigga,
her
what are
right.
you
go.
talking about? The
My
color.
bad. I
Okay,
said the Kool-Aid. Ugly motherfucker.
if she was
That's still
grape,
not a color.
I mean,
I said,
if she was grape, let's grape. If she was grape, obviously the hospital, the first thing that they do the test, they do the kit, and then after that, if there's evidence that something happened, first thing they do a police report, and they call a psychiatrist or a psychology from the hospital so they can talk to the person that actually went through that and make sure that she goes home and like she's stable to go home. So the fact that she went home the same day at 3 p.m., they didn't find anything on her.
Right.
And that's what
You
pisses me off. She had no scratches, nothing happened to her. But again, she said that a guy and a woman and this and that, and they did this and they did that. Seriously, and you just got home with no scratches?
Right.
No,
Right, Angel. Right,
no.
girl. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. See,
You see, the problem is you using
this
common
was my
sense, and my
problem was.
sisters
See,
don't like common sense.
this
The
was my
woman never
problem.
No.
said
Like
she
I've
was
been
great.
telling everybody. Like I
But
got
but
two.
but
I got two
Sorry.
little girls.
Oh,
Let me cook real
for
fast.
that.
I got two little girls. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. Oh, Trigger Mike. I know you have a lovely girl. Or Pain. You got girls. You know what I'm saying? You know, and all the other men that have girls out here. You know, salute. And just like I was telling my wife. The first thing that I was hearing, especially on the Black House, let me just tell you about the Black House. You know, the first thing I was hearing was black women not protected. The
Nobody said
black
that.
woman is the most, unprotected, and we just
Nobody
gotta
said
do everything for the black woman. And then come to find out, this black coon head woman then lied about everything. Everything. And then I'm like, okay, where's the accountability? And then I look around my YouTube sphere, and there's no accountability. Like I just don't understand. We got Kiki showing her booty. You get what I'm
what?
saying? We got Sukiana out here, Suki
Damn,
her
all of this.
everything. And then we got this girl lying about a abductee. Like really, bro? Yeah, it's just going bad for my sisters out here right now. Y'all got to come on with it,
It's
ladies.
reparations for
They're
everything
not.
we've been
They're
through.
not our sisters, bro.
This our
They're
reparations.
reparations.
low class, bro.
You
They're low
right, you
class,
Okay,
and
right,
they need
bro.
to
let,
they
You
need
let
to
right.
me
stay
Cause
there.
this
just
is
ask
just
you
the
this. Did she
hypocrisy.
say that she was drugged? Did she say that she was
No,
drugged also?
no.
I
No,
think she
they
did.
just made that up,
I
Angel.
think she
They just
did say
made
No,
that
that
up.
part. No, I think she did
Nah,
say
she
that.
They,
wasn't
they
drugged.
said she ate an
Angel,
edible.
she had her hands painted red. She
Her
bought
nails, man.
Cheetos.
Wait,
You know
what?
what I'm saying? Like she wasn't the smartest woman at all. Nursing school or not, she's the dumbest person in the world right now, and she needs to go
Well,
to
she
jail
failed
for
out
that.
of nursing school,
She,
didn't
oh
she?
yeah, but she needs to
No,
go to
Yeah, they said
jail.
she failed.
She
allegedly.
she needs to
But
go to
hold
Maybe
on,
jail.
she, maybe she can
back
go
to
and be a
Angel.
cop now because the
Angel,
cognitive
what
requirements
you
aren't
what you
very
was
high.
saying that she got out at 3.
Why?
Ain't that's like
Why?
common knowledge for people that work in the hospital that if you get out
Thomas.
there early, that something didn't happen.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Okay. Yeah. So
it.
that's the thing that I wanted to tell you
Early.
that I can disclose who he was, but it's basically that there's rumors about
Rumor show.
that those medications that are like uh, not Xanax, but pain medications that were
Percocet.
missing. Something that were missing. Pain medication. She didn't say anything. I don't know if she said something coding, something like that. That were missing.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you right. She's stealing $100 from a previous job.
No,
Just
Angel, not what
No.
she stole from. Not what she
We're
she's
stole
not
the
from.
gonna do
ultimate bandit.
rumors. Wait, we're not
She's the
gonna
No,
do
ultimate
rumors.
bandit.
None of the reports I read today said anything about that. So I
Oh
don't. We're
no,
Lord.
not gonna
I ain't talking about that,
Y'all
Venus. I ain't
doing too
talking. I'm
much
talking.
now.
No,
Y'all doing
no,
way too
Angel.
much.
So the
Did was
When she,
press
when
the
he was
press
in
conference
the
said
hospital and got out
said
so
she had
fast.
$107
Say
in her
again,
right
Pain.
in her
I mean,
pocket.
Trey, what you say?
The press conference said she had $107 in her
Right,
pocket.
right. We're
and her
talking.
son.
Oh, she had
No,
So
but the
listen,
missing
listen,
drugs.
listen.
No, but the missing drugs. You're
I've
not
worked
just
But
gonna
in
again,
add
this
prison
is
details
an
before.
to that
These
ongoing
are
One
these are
mic,
investigation.
one
these are
mic.
these are the
Guys, this is an
nicest
ongoing
these are the
investigation. So I'm
nicest,
sure they're gonna
friendliest
find out
captors
if
I've ever
she
seen.
they're gonna find out if she took any medications from her job
right.
eventually.
no,
But
Angel. I wasn't
but
talking about from her
until they
job. You
do,
said
we
they
don't just
did a
get up
test
here
kit
and
on
say
her.
that she did something and we don't know, right?
Well,
So
we
like,
don't know if they did
Well,
a
no,
test.
hold on,
Drug test.
hold on for a second. Hold on for a second, everybody. She went in the hospital after this 48 hours. They let her out real quick. And there's some people saying the
So
fact
our
that they
pain.
couldn't find anything wrong with her is you would figure she'd be in observation for at least 24 hours or something.
Well,
Well, nothing
that's
wrong
Yeah,
with
so
that's
that.
here,
what
so
I
here,
was saying.
our pain. Let me tell you what that says to me. as somebody who's done hospital details, I've had to take people who have had psychotic breakdowns and had mental health issues.
Yeah.
When we walk them in and if we're walking back out within 2 hours, usually typically means that the doctors didn't find anything that was necessary to hold them over.
She
And that
did not have
includes doing a psychiatric evaluation, because typically what happens is that, first of all, let's be very clear, a grape kit is voluntary. They can't make you do that. They cannot make a woman do that, regardless of what situation she's been in. So if they did take a grape kit, it's because she volunteered to allow them to do it. Which I'm gonna guarantee that she did not do it. I'm willing to bet she did not do that at all.
Because it would have
Yeah,
showed
I
no
should
force.
have Trey.
If there
But keep
was
going,
a
Trey.
psychiatrist that came down and evaluated her, and she was released within that same day, then that means that psychiatrist didn't see anything either, enough to hold her over. Because what they do when that psychiatrist comes down and they make the determination that they're gonna keep you, most hospitals have a separate floor for those people. They strap you to that bed and they take you to a completely different floor that you got to buzz in and out of. It's highly secure to make sure that you can't leave. So the fact that she wasn't kept tells me that the psychiatrist didn't find anything either, which tells me that she made this whole thing up. She needs to be
That's
held
exactly
accountable.
what I was telling you
Yeah,
guys.
my bad, Trey. I
You're
should have asked
taking
you
too
instead
long,
of
man.
Angel because she
Hey,
started
Yeah,
stuttering.
look,
Yeah,
no more
stuttering
A
and
for
shit.
Angel now.
hey,
Okay.
hold on, everybody. JT, you have something to say? You haven't spoken for a while. Go ahead. You got something to say.
That's
So one
exactly
thing,
what I was telling you guys. I
Angel.
went through that
Nah, you
situation.
started talking about drugs and codeine and
No, I
Yeah,
came
and
through a
Molly.
what the
situation
fuck?
where
Like,
Yeah, you
Have
started
you
talking about
guys
Percocets and
have you guys
LSD.
seen this new
My
article
bad,
that was just
Trey.
posted?
I got one for
My
all of you
bad,
guys.
Trey.
I got one for all of you. I was talking to AM earlier. He was talking. He said that black women these days are the new white man in
Angry
terms of how
man
they're
must
being
be
treated. What do you
disqualified from
think about
any.
that?
Angry man must be disqualified from any truth ever put forth
I
about a
agree,
black woman.
Arpay.
All
You know,
he does is
I said
lie
it
about
earlier.
black women.
I
He
agree with
disparages
that.
black women.
No, he doesn't.
We don't care about anything Angry Man
Well,
has to
let's
say
take on
about
the
black
points.
women
You don't think there's any modicum of truth where
He's one
black
of the
women
worst
are being
people to
treated
ever
like
speak on behalf of black
Yeah,
women ever.
that is a very
treated like
valid and
white
very
men in
true.
what way? Treated like white, like the white
JT,
in
man.
terms of well, let me
They
let me
are very
wait, well, let me say
can
this,
I
D
share my story with you
in
guys so you
terms
guys
No,
of
girl,
can
shut up.
wait a minute, in terms of
Arpay,
the
you heard me
difference,
agree with you.
in terms of the difference
Wait,
that
but
black women
Arpane, why
get.
you ask a question, then you talk over
Well,
me my entire
yes,
you
I
talk
Diva
over
asked
me
me a
can
my
share
question.
entire
my story
answer.
with you guys.
She asked me a
Wait,
question.
I
So
did
I
ask
want
you
to
a
answer the
question.
question. He said, why I think that way is because, contrary to
who's
black women
lying?
saying that, wait a minute, Venus. Contrary to black women saying this, you guys get more deference than anybody I know on the face of this earth.
You're lying. What are you
Deference in what
talking
way?
about?
Fact. That's fact.
You guys,
That's fact.
nobody
Venus,
can
Venus,
tell anything.
how can
Nobody
you
can
say he
say anything.
lying and then say protect all black women in that same breath?
But look
Black
what
women
happened when
can't
I
check
said
black
protect all
women.
black women.
Black
All
men
of you
can't check
fought
black
me, right?
women.
Y'all didn't show me
Married men
deference.
can't
Y'all
check
fought
black
me.
women. Black women don't want to be treated
Arpane,
like
can you let me
anybody.
Venus, can I
answer?
ask you a
Black
Let
question?
me
black men
Venus, black
answer.
check
women
black
Venus,
lying
can
women,
I
right
ask you a
and
now.
y'all
question?
shit is raggedy
Jesus
too.
Christ.
So
Unless
you
you
Venus,
want
can
to
I
want
ask
to
a
cut me
question?
off, can I
Guys,
go on
answer
high
it?
ground, but you
Dear
have to
gracious
check
Father God, I
anybody.
come
You
to you at
can't
this
check
moment.
yourself.
I pray that you would touch this spirit upon
can we
this
do
Amen.
a
panel.
prayer, please?
Father God, I pray that
Yeah,
you send your
Venus.
spirit upon this panel that will help us to understand and listen to each other
Pray
rather than
in
talk over
silence,
each other.
sir.
I am
I
serious.
don't want to.
Can I share something to you guys?
Oh my God.
Only
Quickly,
if you say it.
quick,
Only if you
quickly.
say it
This
without
Absolutely.
this your
In
stalling.
last strike,
15
Angel.
seconds or less. Let's hear it.
Now,
This your
now,
last chance.
now, this is we on the panel with black folks. You got to do this like spades, baby. You got to roll, man.
Hurry
We
up.
can't hold
What you
on
gotta
to you.
say? Hurry up.
Who's saying hurry up?
Everybody.
I am.
Everybody,
Pain.
everybody, hurry up.
Nah, don't put me in.
Everybody love.
Nah, not
No,
extra wings.
it's not a
Okay, so
funny
you just
thing.
up here for attention because every time we give you the floor, you
Right,
don't say shit. So
right,
we gonna move on.
right.
Anyway,
No.
She
I'm
said she
anyway,
nervous.
anyway.
Guys, can y'all
We don't
just
care. We
chill
we, we
out
gave
with
her
that?
that reverence earlier, right? Right? That you're talking
You were
about.
nervous your first time on the
Angel,
show, Venus.
I
Angel,
don't care.
you got to speak
Um,
fast, sweetheart. You can't wait on them. You got to just
This is
talk and get it
Angel.
out.
Don't be mad. There's a little colorism going on. That's what she hot about.
Yeah.
It is
well,
not
I've been
Don't
through
mind
a
her.
great
A little
situation.
colorism going on.
Yeah, if you
I've
don't
been through a
bow
great
to other women,
situation.
then whatever.
Go ahead
Okay,
and
so what
camo
you have
Angel and
to
shut
say,
him down.
Angel? The floor is yours. What do you have?
You fat bastard. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I love you for PhD.
Shut everybody down. You fat bastard.
Angel, you can go now, Angel.
Where and after
Angel,
that,
what
I
do you
got a
have to
question for Miss
say?
Venus and
Why
PhD
I'm
Diva.
pissed off
After
at this
that, I got a
case.
question for the ladies.
Why are you pissed off? What happened?
Because I've been through a grape situation. I'm not gonna say, well, we're gonna call it grape. And it's
We're
not
sorry
fun
about that. Go ahead.
for someone
Yeah,
to
really
make
sorry about
something
that.
up like this caliber to get attention, because when you go through something like this and not only one person, but 2, 3 people,
Right. Yes, ma'am.
and the fact that she's saying that she was drugged, and there's
She
no
didn't say that.
oh
She didn't
whatever,
say
She
she
never
was
like
mentioned any
drugged. They
sexual
actually
assault either. She didn't mention
She
any
hasn't
sexual
said
assault at
anything.
all.
She hasn't
She
said a
didn't say
word.
that.
and they drug tested her, and she didn't have any drugs in her system. They said that at the press conference.
And she never mentioned
But
any
let's
sexual
not
assault.
put words in her mouth. She hasn't said anything.
Right. All right.
so
No, the press conference said that they drug tested her, and she didn't have drugs in her system.
We
And
got
the
that.
medical expert said that
when you
she
go
was
through
never
something
raped.
like this, you are
And she
thinking,
said she
But
I think
Dr.
we missed
Umar,
something really important. Angel was sharing that she had been through a similar situation. We
but
should
it's
Dr.
kind
not.
of
Umar
get that.
Johnson
Hold
said that
on,
we
hold
should
on,
Well,
hold
it's
on.
protect
not
all
Hold
these
on, hang on,
similar
women.
hang on,
because it
hang
didn't
on, hang on.
happen to
No,
her.
we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do that.
Boy,
It's
that
not
was like
similar
they
because at no point in time has this woman ever said that that's what she went through. So
No,
it's not similar.
100%,
It's
100%.
not similar
Angel was
at
trying
all.
to actually express what actually goes down versus what we're seeing in the media right now. I think she was trying to give us a contrast of a
Yeah,
real life
but
scenario,
she can't.
and I
Yeah,
think
but
we should just be
she
quiet
can't
and
do
let
that
her
because
do
that's not what
that.
happened.
But that
Right,
didn't
but I think we should just be quiet and let her
No,
explain the
absolutely,
contrast of the two
absolutely. I'm sorry. No,
situations.
no, I'm not
no.
doing
so
that.
now we
No,
got to
that's
No, we
not what
shouldn't
happened.
hear what really goes on versus what we're hearing in the media bullshit right now.
Until
this
Carlee
is
comes out
a
and says,
real life
until
and
Carlee
true
comes out and
story
says,
what I'm about to
I was
tell you
great.
guys,
Until
Great.
and
Carlee
I
comes
never
out and says,
shared
I
this
was
with
great, we're not
anybody.
talking about
Share
great.
Angel,
Okay.
It's a waste of time.
Fair point,
hold
fair
on for a
point,
second.
fair point,
Hold
fair
on,
point.
hold on for a second, my man.
So then can we
Angel,
move on
listen.
from that? Can I ask my question?
Move on for
What is
what?
happening
Angel
up here?
situation? Listen, Angel, listen, I hope you got some help for what happened to you.
No,
You
no,
know,
no,
and it's
no. I am
so
a
it's
happy camper. I'm totally happy. I have my own things. I got my job and everything. It's like I was able to, and I managed to forget about it and leave it behind. But when this case came up, that's what kind of
okay.
triggered.
And so let
Yeah,
me tell you this, Angel.
How? Hold on.
I'm gonna cut you
Hold
off
on.
on this
No.
because
Arpay, no,
this
Arpay.
situation,
No,
this
Arpay.
situation is not your
No. I'm not
situation.
giving. No, I'm not
This situation is
giving
not
it.
your
This is
situation.
typical
Can I
BS
please
that
just
women do.
continue
No.
sharing my story?
How is this
We didn't do
triggering
anything.
when it has nothing to do with that? Nobody has said anything about that.
Yeah.
Where is this
You're right,
coming
Trey.
from?
You're right, Trey.
What the hell is
Nobody
It's
has
very
made that
personalized.
point. Her family isn't saying that. She hasn't said that. The police haven't said that.
Yeah.
How is this triggering? She's
And you
making
do
this up on
drugs
her
on
own.
her
She's
too.
bringing it
Yeah.
on herself. This
Yeah,
is
she
What I'm
nonsense.
about,
personalizing it.
no, what I'm trying to say is that when you're taken by some people, because I was taken by these 4 guys.
Y'all don't even hear how Angel agreeing with
I
y'all.
was
Y'all just
taken
argue
by
for
these 4
argument's sake.
guys.
No,
Well,
No,
she's
okay.
conflating her
you're just
situation, man.
you're
It's
just a
situation.
white worshiper, so you see light skin and you want to go along
I'm
instead
a
of
white
listening.
worshiper.
Nobody got
Don't
time for
No,
that.
let me
We're
read these
listening to
super
what
chats.
she's saying, and she's
Yo,
telling us
Okay,
what
Venus.
she's saying.
on the grounds of white
Can
worship,
I?
let me read these super chats. My man Billy Gruff, Gruff, $5.
They from the
Trey,
Black House.
those missing
Straight like that.
B-dubs are with Pookie. They not missing. And am I allowed to boot PH, Diva, and Venus back to Mars? I'm not gonna make you spend your money, bro.
Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that to
end
my
the show.
Okay,
Be
I
loved,
don't have
$2.
to share the whole thing, but what I'm about to say is that
Ma'am,
when
you just
that
gonna cut me off in the middle of a
happened,
super chat? Goddamn.
no,
Be loved, $2. Be nice, y'all. She clearly is nervous.
Nah.
She's something.
Nah,
Right.
we ain't
I
going for
just
that.
I just have to share this for everyone out there. They need to be very careful. Very careful. There's so many I have children, and I'm 49 years old now. So, like back then, I was taken, that happened, and I ended up like on that side of the street, and I didn't know what the hell had happened to me. And I started having recollections of everything that happened, and it's not a funny story. I didn't call and make like, oh my god, and so I'm gonna tell everybody. So when I hear all these things that they got kidnapped and they got home okay, well, that's fine. I'm so happy that you got home okay. But seriously, that you got taken into a big old trailer and nothing happened to you, and that you saw a baby, but then you're saying that you saw no, she said I saw them walking. So all of these, it just like for someone, and I'm sure that I'm speaking for a lot of people out there that actually have gone through something like this, and I was able and managed to raise my kids on my own. I got my own job, I got my own car, I get everything on my name. And
You go, girl.
yes, I got help. No, it's not. Oh, come on, you guys.
Angel, I'd like to congratulate you for being an adult. Good job.
Right.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that with everybody that's listening. Just be careful if you see something out there, don't try to be a hero. Or like for those youngsters, like I was young, I was naive and stupid. And that happened. But this girl, she doesn't seem like she was naive and stupid.
No, she was very
All right, thank you for
naive.
sharing.
But
Miss Angel, Miss Angel, hold on, Miss Angel, Miss Angel,
hold on, Bab. Let me cook, Bab. Let me
Make
cook,
sure you
Bab.
stay far away from some of these
Let me
fellas,
cook.
because they will not protect you and they'll laugh at you about whatever happens to you.
It's not my
But
responsibility to
Trigger,
protect her.
you notice how PA Zebra said that we don't protect black women, and she the first one
Go
to
far
start
away
laughing.
from
Never
some of these
shared
dudes.
that with
I
It's not
did
my
not
job to
say
protect some
anything
woman I
like
ain't
that.
never
You
met
said
before in my
that.
life. What's
You
wrong
right.
with y'all?
You right. You right.
And I wasn't laughing at her. I
Stay
was
far away
laughing
from some
at
of these
what
dudes.
Trigger Mike
You
I have
weren't
said.
you
never
weren't laughing
shared
at
this
Russia,
with
her PA
anybody, not
Zebra.
even
There,
my
there,
family
there's,
No, I
there
was
was a,
knows.
there
laughing
was a
at
guy,
what
there was a guy
Trigger
in
Mike put
Dallas
in
Not
the
who
even
chat.
my
tried to
family
protect a
He
knows
black
an
woman.
about
adult.
it.
Put it in the
He
chat.
intervened and he lost his life trying to protect a
Focus
black
on your
woman
snack,
that he
big
didn't
boy.
know. You guys always want to be heroes and put your damn cape on. And then you wind up losing your life because you're not paying attention. I've seen it all the time. I saw it so many times. Stop trying to protect women that don't belong to you. And
Sir, if you're a coward, just say so. Like,
no, it's
stop encouraging other
first
men
of
not
all,
to protect women when that's what we're here to do.
let me
If
be
you're a
very clear.
coward,
Let me
just
be
say
very
you're a
clear
coward.
with you. Let me be very
No,
clear.
no,
Don't
you
encourage
can't
other
be
men to
My
be
entire
coward,
life
cowards.
has
brother.
been
I'm sorry.
nothing short of not being a coward. I've been in
I don't
Iraq
know.
twice. I've been
And
in
this is
Afghanistan.
not about
I'm
just protecting
nothing
women.
close to being
It's
a
also
coward. But the
protecting
fact of the
men
matter is
because
that
I
you
have a
want
son
to
as
cape
well.
hard.
So
Hang on, Angel. You want to cape hard for women for whatever reason,
I
when
don't cape for women at all,
No,
sir.
that
I
white
was talking
woman.
about this woman
connection
No,
to
it's
specific
the
women.
white
You have
worker.
no
I
condition,
told you
protect
particular
your
already.
condition.
life.
He
No
didn't
Protect
woman
your
start
should
life,
be
that
raped.
sir.
until
No
he
woman
was
should be
Protect your
talking.
assaulted.
daughter.
And as a
That's
as a
what matters.
man
You
who
He
has
raise
didn't
your
do
sisters,
that
own
a
until
man
man.
who
he
has
was
Nobody
daughters,
wants
I
protection.
mean,
Go
like,
get
yo,
a
Hey,
you get
y'all,
a
husband.
woman a chance
goddamn.
to
Go
speak
get a
about her
husband. You
particular
want protection.
situation,
You
and you
want to
hear
get
how these
protection. Go
losers
get a
and these
husband.
the
At the end
cowards
of the
white
speaking
matter,
about this
it's
woman
not
You
my
being
know what?
attacked.
responsibility to
Hey,
Pay
protect black
attention,
women.
ladies, to how these men carry on when this woman talk about being attacked, and make sure y'all handle yourselves
She's
accordingly with these
bringing up
type of
stuff that
men.
has nothing to
But
do with the
all due
You're
case.
right.
respect,
You're
yeah,
right.
It has nothing to
she's
do with the
bringing up
case.
stuff
You're right.
it
very
You're
does
right,
have
pertinent.
Trey.
something
You're
to
right,
do with
Trey.
the
No, it
It
case
had
doesn't.
because
It
everything
has
to do
nothing
with
to
the
do
Had
with the
case.
case
nothing
He was
to
everything
do
actually
because
with
is
it
it.
like
agreeing
was
with
no
y'all, but
report.
y'all
No,
was
Because
y'all
listen.
what
showing
she
y'all
went
bag of
through,
just being on
because
attack mode
what
that y'all
she
couldn't
Listen,
went
even
there's
hear
no
what
through
she
there's
was
no
is what
saying.
report of
she,
her being raped. You're bringing up something that has nothing to do with the case.
Sir,
Nothing.
she was literally agreeing with you, but you don't even get it because you so in
She's
your
not
head.
agreeing. She's wasting time and she's babbling. That's what she's
All right.
doing.
Yes, she is.
You're
yeah,
right.
definitely.
You're right. You don't
definitely.
babble on these
Well,
panels,
then
Trey. You're
stop.
right.
If
You're right.
I'm right, then stop talking.
You don't babble on these panels. You babble too much, Trey. That's the problem.
I don't babble. I get to the
You
point.
don't
Now let
babble.
me
And the
But
point
archive.
all
is,
due
Sir,
respect,
you've never
though,
made a point. What
Angel,
was your
Why you
point?
can't sit over here with you, Austin? That's not how
All right.
Just
Final
pay
thoughts,
attention. Listen
goddamn it.
closely to how these dudes talk,
My
ladies, and
black
watch
ass
yourselves
tired.
accordingly.
Hey, man, don't
gotta
say
go to
it.
work in the morning.
Don't say
It's the
it.
truth, though. It's the truth.
I'm sorry, Pay.
Can I just ask my question, though, that I wanted to ask?
Go ahead.
Venus,
Sorry,
PH Diva, and all the ladies in the chat. What does protection look like to y'all? If men are not allowed to control y'all, if men are not allowed to say, hey, don't go here, stay here, don't avoid this type of drama, don't wear these things. What does protection look like if it doesn't have control?
Yeah, because
as
he
the
want to save
backdrop?
all. He want to save all y'all. So tell him how to save y'all.
No, I agree. Like we say you shouldn't
What do you
wear it. You
so
shouldn't
so
go
He
do
out.
you
said
want
he
us to be the
said
leaders
women.
in
He
our
said
community or
women.
not?
He
Like
said
I'm
women.
kind of confused with you, Trey. Like what's your whole thing? Like
My whole thing is very simple. You protect the women that are under you. Other
right.
than that,
So I'm
that's
asking
a
women
you.
based
Other
on
than
the
that,
fact that
you
you
want to
can't
answer.
control.
You want to answer. You want to ask the question. Which one?
I was
He
giving
wants
you
the
some
women to answer.
context for the
I don't need
question,
your
sir.
context. I answer the question.
He wants the
You're
women to answer.
answering what you want to answer. You're not answering
At the
actually
end
the
of the day,
question,
I'm
but
gonna
you
tell
got
you.
it,
You want to
sir.
know who I'm gonna protect? I'll protect my mother. I'll protect my sister. I'll protect my daughter, and I'll protect my wife. I'll protect the people in my family. Outside of that, you on your own. If you don't like it, find yourself a husband. That's how you fix this problem.
Trey,
You got a
let
lot
the
of
I
you got a
agree.
lot of
Trey.
women
Me
out here.
and
I
you
agree
agree
with
on
You
that.
a
got a
lot,
lot of
sir.
women out
Me
here.
and you
Hold
agree
on.
on a lot
You
in
got a
that
lot of
statement,
women out
sir.
here that want protection from men that they've never met. You don't even know my name, but yet
I
I'm
agree
supposed
with
to
you.
protect you. You
I agree
crazy
with
as
it.
hell. I
Yeah.
am not
I agree.
risking my life to protect somebody that
And
they don't even know my name.
look.
That
Let
doesn't
me
make
say
any
this.
sense,
Let
sir.
me say this.
You went over and did two
Let me
tours
say this.
overseas and protected
Hold
people
on, hold
whose
on, hold
names
on, hold
never
on.
met you. You never met,
Hold
but
on,
you
hold
want
on.
to do that over
Right.
here in your own country. Is
Right.
what
Hold
you're
on,
saying?
y'all. Hold on, y'all.
That doesn't make any sense.
Because
So you do it for $1, and if Uncle Zaddy tell you to do it,
You
so
daggone right,
point of
because
view.
that's
I
what's
can
up. I
Hold
like
on,
provide.
it.
I
y'all.
I
can
Hold on,
like
y'all.
it.
provide
Hold
for
on,
my
y'all.
For the
family with
love
that.
of
I
money, I
can
like
provide
it.
for my family with that
So
dollar. But guess what?
For the love of money, man.
Protecting a woman that's out on the street that's not giving me $1 can't do shit for me
But
other
you'll
than
protect the woman in
for
the
me to lose
hijab
my
that won't
life.
give you $1.
nah, hold on,
At
hold on.
least I can provide for my family with
Here's
that
I
dollar.
actually,
respect
Go
here's
ahead
it.
and cook,
I
actually
Trigger
respect
Mike.
it.
Go ahead and
Hey,
cook.
listen to
the
Trigger Mike.
protection of women and children was always default, right? We never had to come out and declare a doctrine for protection of women because we had communities, we had families, we had girls that knew not to go out after dark without a man. We had all of that type of shit going on. So men didn't have to say stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you on some real stuff, the women who are least deserving of protection in history are the women that are walking the streets right now. They think they're entitled to it. And unfortunately, as men, we dumb enough to give it away for free because our protection was never free. It cost respect. It cost adhering to what the fuck we said. And these
Facts.
women aren't doing that. So
Facts.
let somebody point a gun at them, yell
Protect black women.
Ricky
Protect
like
black
we
women.
boys in the hood
Protect
and
black
let her
women.
get shot.
Yeah. Yeah,
She don't
Trigger.
deserve your protection if she don't listen, follow your fucking instructions, bro.
Very
They
well said.
stop being noble fools. My nobility, any woman that doesn't listen to me, a woman cannot be as vigilant as me. She doesn't have the instincts I have. So when I say duck and she don't duck,
Take that bullet.
I'll say a
Is
prayer
that
over
duck?
her
What
dead
That's
body.
what
it.
she what they say on New
Absolutely.
Jack City? Rock a bye bye, baby.
God, y'all let them completely avoid having to answer the question because men just started arguing amongst themselves. This is why we will never resolve any of these things because we can't push
You
our
asked
egos
them
to
a
the side.
question and then you turned and
Hey,
asked me a
Ghetto, you
question, sir.
started an
You
argument,
did.
man. You
I
want part of
started
the
an
argument. I
argument.
want to hear them answer too. I do want to hear them answer. If everybody else stopped talking, I would like to hear Miss
Well,
PhD
hang
who
on,
talks
RP.
about
He asked the
everything.
question
Say
to the
something.
ladies, and then he turned and asked me a question. You gonna ask the
Right,
question to
right.
the ladies? Just ask the question to the ladies.
Venus is quiet. PhD is quiet. She's never quiet. Say something. What's
I
your list?
don't
Never
feel like
quiet.
this
Ladies,
is a
I'm always
what does
good-based
quiet.
control,
question.
what does protection
Every
look
time
like
one of us
if
start
it doesn't
talking,
include
y'all
control?
start talking. I don't understand it.
But so it looks like creating systems. That's why we have a police force, right? So they don't have to
No,
control us. We can wear what we want. We can go out. But if
That's not
something
true. The
happens,
police
we can
control you
and
call
all
that's
the
them.
time.
exactly
Let them
and
Why
that's
are
answer.
the
Let them
exactly why we
police
answer.
want
Let
them
them
on
not
point.
answer.
control
Let
us?
her
Like
answer.
that's the
Why
thing.
y'all
Let them
talk
answer.
every time somebody
Men
talks?
be men. Stop talking. Let the ladies answer. Stop cutting them off.
They don't control us. They enforce the law, but they also provide protection. If something's jumping off, you're not gonna call a random man. You're gonna call the cops, right? Because
No,
they're the ones
so
that's gonna come and be able to do something for you.
So PhD Diva. Well,
So why
let me.
we
This is funny
check
though. Hold
about
on.
it?
PhD Diva
Thank you,
only
Trigger.
wants protection from
Because
Mr. Cartwright.
Who is Mr. Cartwright?
No, I think it's from that movie, The Family That Prays. I
Who is
Let
started
that?
me
Oh, that's a
let,
white
Cartwright.
man.
hey
It's
Trigger Mike,
Cartwright,
can I
baby.
say
He's a
something?
white man.
Trigger Mike, can I say something real quick? Because
No,
Right.
hold on,
as a
hold on, Trey,
former
hold on, Trey, hold on,
hey, no,
hold on,
I
Trey.
got no, hang on, John. I got to get this out. You guys need to know this about the police. As a former police officer, you are not taught to protect people. I need to be very clear about that. As a former police officer who's been through the academy and who has lived it, who has arrested people, I have never once ever been taught to protect people or to protect property. What we are taught is to enforce laws. Now, the way the law is written can come off as protection. The way we are trained can come off as protection. But never have I ever been taught to sacrifice my life for yours. They do not teach
That's
that.
not the only form of protection. What are you
I'm
talking about?
making
Trey,
it.
Right.
we
I'm
You
don't,
don't
making.
got
I'm
to
Trey, we
making
don't
die
it.
care
to
I'm
about your
making it a
baby.
Yeah,
protect
you
point.
don't have
somebody.
to
I'm
die
making
to
it
Yeah,
a
you see
protect
point
little
because I
somebody.
baby
want
That's
you.
here,
what
he
I
he's
want
trying
you
to
guys.
get
I
But
right.
he
stop
telling
looking.
you that's
I
not
want you.
protection,
I
Venus.
want you. I want
That
you guys
no,
to
he's
stop looking at
wrong.
police
It
Ain't
officers
doesn't
nothing
thinking
y'all is
that
gonna
their
do
How
to
you
job
him
is
gonna
to
tell a
because
he's
he's
police
protect
wrong.
officer
you.
he wrong? How you
Because
gonna tell a police
he's
officer he
totally
wrong?
wrong. Because his only example was I'm not taught to risk my
That's
life.
the only
Who
example
said
I'm
risking
using
your
at the
life
That-
is
moment.
the
I'm
only
trying to
form of
explain this. You know what?
protection?
This is Trigger Mike. This
Not
is why I
making
left. This is why I
sense.
left the department. I left the department because I had more problems
I
with
knew it.
black women than anybody else on the
Well, stay
department.
gone. Bye.
Anybody else. I'm
Yay,
trying to
black
explain to
They
women,
you
we made
replaced
that
you
him quit
I'm
already.
his
We
trying
don't
to
care.
job.
explain to you.
They
I'm
Yay,
replaced
trying
you.
to
We
black
don't
explain to
care.
you
women.
that it
They
is
That's
not
replaced
their
you
PTR,
already.
job
We
I
to
don't
don't
care.
know.
protect you.
We don't
I
care. They
don't know why
replaced
you
you.
guys think that.
Bye.
It's
Yay.
not their job
We
to
don't
protect
care.
you. And
They
Good
that's
job,
replaced you
why
black
already.
they
women.
will take your
See,
life and they
see,
won't
I
think twice
left the
about it.
I
police
just
force
told
because
I
you,
of
see
black
it
Trey.
all the
women.
time.
Black
Trey,
women
I
made me
just
leave the
told you,
police
Guys,
force. Black
guys,
women
Trey.
were I'm the reason I failed at my career. Black
guys,
women the
Trey,
reason my
Hang
son
on,
Ghetto,
Trey,
hang
got
on,
guys.
hang
shot.
on,
ghetto,
hang on.
Black
I
women
ghetto.
the
didn't,
Wait a
I
minute.
reason.
didn't fail at
listen
Black
my
to me,
women the
career.
Trey.
reason
So
I
y'all
walked
just gonna
away
fucking
prove him
because I
right?
didn't
Yes.
oh my
fail. I
god.
Y'all
didn't
just gonna
fail.
prove
Trey,
him right?
listen to me.
Yeah,
Of course I'm gonna
I
prove him
These
caught
right.
that
This
too,
is what they
Trigger.
We
do,
don't
bro.
these
care.
I
two
caught
We
This
that
is
don't
too,
what
care.
black
I
Trigger.
women do.
love
these
This
two,
it.
is
Trey,
why. This is
these
what they
two,
do.
they
So
from the
I
black
don't
Ain't these
they
the,
understand
aren't
how
these the
black
same
women
police
quit.
officers
Black
that
women
know
are the
Hey,
reason
protect
you
black women
failed as
all
a
the time?
they
cop.
from the black
Trey,
house,
Black
Trey.
women
They
are the reason
different.
you failed.
Trey,
We
Aren't
the
these the
reason
same
you failed.
police officers
Black
that
They
women are the
assault
reason
they
black
you
men a
failed.
lot of the time?
Get the fuck out of
they
here.
roam the YouTube
Trey,
streets for
Venus, ain't you
fuckery.
supposed
I'm
to be
telling
asleep?
you,
Trey,
Trey. They from the
Yeah,
Aren't
black
I'm
these
house.
definitely
They
going to leave
police
because
different.
this
officers
shit
that
getting
handle black men
stupid. I don't like
crazy as
self
hell
haters.
sometimes?
So for all of that, good night. Bye. I don't have time.
Hey,
Bye.
ghetto,
hey,
hey,
Trey,
ghetto, hey, ghetto. Hold on,
Oh,
hold on, hold
Venus,
on.
no.
Hey, hold on one
We
second.
got one more standing.
The
Hold on,
truth of
hold
the
on,
matter is they didn't know how to
hold on,
answer that question.
hold
Period.
on,
I
Thank
just
you.
hold
Thank
answered
you,
the
Quincy.
question. So what are you talking
You
oh,
about?
really
There's
did,
nothing
oh,
that
PhD.
you individual men are gonna do to protect. There are women who get
Well, why do
harmed
you
every
keep
He,
day
saying
he,
for
he,
black
men
men need to
standing right
protect
there.
black
Wait,
women?
So
hold on,
you
hold on,
You've
can
hold
been
on, hold
saying
on,
I
it
did
all
not
night.
say
You've been
that.
saying it
hold on,
I
all
did
hold
night.
on,
not
Protect
say
black
that.
women. Protect
hold
black
Venus
on,
women.
PhD.
said
And
Hold
then
that.
you say that the
Venus,
I
police
didn't
Venus,
say
officers are the
any of
ones that
that.
need to
Venus
protect
said
black
that
women.
all right.
I did
Both
not
of
on,
say
you
that.
PhD.
guys,
Hold
both
on,
of
hold
you
on, hold
say
Venus
on.
said that.
protect black women.
I'm not being
That,
See,
that's
the
messy.
not
I
fact
true.
didn't
is that
That's
say
we
not
hear
true.
black
anything
women
negative
tell black
because I
men
So,
would
all
never
the
ask
time
that
to
of a
protect
group
them.
of
And
impotent
then they
ass
turn around
men.
and say
You
that
can't protect
protection is
yourself.
through the
So
police
how you gonna
officers.
protect
So
women? Are you kidding
if
me?
the police officers are
Sir,
protection, stop
listen.
telling black men to protect black women.
Nobody
If the
told you
police
that.
officers are your protection, stop telling us black men to
I didn't tell
protect
you
you
that.
black women. because
I
y'all
didn't
say
tell
it
you
all the
that.
time. Black
I
men
did not
never
say
protect
that.
black women. Black men
I
never
never
protect
said
black.
that.
They okay. Well, you don't have to have said it, but black women say it as a whole.
Okay,
And if
well, I'm
y'all
the
are
one
saying
who
that the
said the
police
police
force is what
develop.
protects y'all,
I'm the
why are
one
we
who
And
keep
said
that
that.
PhD,
hearing
So
well,
this?
you
Trey
can't
just
take
told
what
you
I
as a
said and
police
then pair it
officer, he
with
not
something
protecting
I
you.
didn't say. That doesn't make sense to take something I
That's
said and
a
then
fact.
pair it with something
But
I
then
did not say.
if
I
a
would never
police
But
tell
D,
officer
you
goes in,
idiots to
then
protect
if
Right.
a
anybody. You
police
can't
officer
protect
goes and
yourself.
choke
Y'all
slams
are
a black
impotent.
woman,
You're
then they're saying that the
subjugated.
police,
Like, how
the
are you going to
oh,
protect
oh,
Can I
anybody?
then
just say
You
something
have
real
no
quick?
Trigger
black
Mike,
resources.
how
women
you
You
know
are
they
the
don't
trying
have
to
same
create a
people
employees
fake
that
to
just
fight,
said
Carlee?
protect.
defund.
That doesn't make
Black
sense.
women are the same people who
That
just
doesn't
said
make sense.
defund the police. They were just
Trigger
want the
Mike,
police defunded
so
two
you
I
years
can't
was
create
ago,
not.
another fight
and now
club.
all of a sudden the
I was
police are their
not.
protection.
No, I said fund them even more because they need to step on y'all necks.
PhD, Trey
Can I
just
say
told you
something
as a
Man,
real quick?
police officer, they on your, they
I'm
not on
not.
your.
I'm far from crazy. Both of y'all were saying protect black women. I'm far from
No,
crazy.
I
Both
did
of y'all
not
were saying
say
protect
that.
black women.
He
Why are we
said
telling
I
a
that.
was
panel
JT.
full
Can I
of
just
black
interject
men
one
to
sec?
protect black women? and then saying that the police are the ones that are supposed to protect black women. And why are black men hearing this rhetoric from y'all all the time? The police are
You
y'all
did not
protectors,
hear
right?
it from me.
So stop telling us
I
to
talked
protect.
about the police. I never said black men. That's not something
Okay,
I said. You
Listen,
can never
okay,
y'all
pin
need
some
y'all need to
bullshit
wake
like
up.
that
There
on
there
okay.
was
me
a
Great.
police officer
because
in
I don't
Parkland,
believe you're
Florida, who
capable
didn't
of it.
protect the kids. What
I
happened to
don't
Hush.
him?
believe you're capable
Nothing.
of protection,
Okay.
sir.
It's not a police
Well, how
officer's
can you
job to
say the
protect
police are
anybody.
supposed
I
to
keep trying to
protect
explain
y'all
that to
and then
y'all.
say that y'all?
All right,
Okay, guys.
hold on.
PhD, but
Let me say this
Yes, sir.
about protection because I don't like that. And I'm not even mad at you for saying it, PhD, but it isn't true. Here's why. I don't expect a woman to know how she's being protected because y'all are the beneficiaries. Women and children are the beneficiaries of protection. Somebody will get shot on your behalf before while you're looking down and up at your phone. Somebody will do something for you in the means of protection that they won't do for a man. Men are naturally vigilant. And one of the reasons I know women are always looking down is because men are always looking up with their head on a swivel. Why? Because we have to grapple and fight other men. You don't. You are the soft target. You are the easy target. And as such, because men know, most men, let's say, that are by themselves, not outnumbered, not in a large group, if they had to choose between me, 6 foot, 260-pound Trigger Mike, and you, PhD Diva, soft
Mm-hmm.
black lady sitting there, you're the easy
Mm-hmm.
target. I
Mm-hmm.
might lay his ass out.
Right.
That there's a good chance I might. So
Right.
what I'm saying is that most women will never know how men protect them because as long as you have a man in his presence, most of the time that is how you are protected. This is why you see Indian women that do not go out in places like the mall or certain places like that without their husbands. This is why you always see the family together because they know she can look down and look after the kids and run after them while he has his head on a swivel looking for threats. You're not going to get your purse snatched more than likely when you're with your husband. This is the society that kept women
I
safe
don't
for so
think
long.
so.
And this is why, hold on, because somebody said it earlier. The more women decide they don't need men, they want to stay
Mm-hmm.
single and they want to roam the streets at
Mm-hmm.
ungodly hours, the
Mm-hmm.
more, unfortunately, this bad stuff is going to happen to them. Grape is going to go up, murder is going to go, all of this stuff is going to
yeah, I
go up
said that
on the
earlier.
woman's end. Because the one thing you can almost guarantee, who was there protecting that woman? Nobody, right? They're always going to go after the easy target. More
So
than likely.
so basically you're saying that men are the disease and the cure, right?
Yes,
Because
You
that's
y'all
know
the
true.
what?
one
That
who
that
Yes,
doing
is
all this
that is
Yep.
shit.
true.
You know
That is
what? Yep.
true.
That's
Oh,
That
exactly
is
that
what
is
it
true.
okay.
is.
So y'all
100.
are
That's
That is
basically
that
one.
is
big
the
pharma.
Well, hold
Yep.
on.
You're
That's true.
basically
That
You
is
big
That is
true.
absolutely
pharma.
right.
100.
You give
That's
us the
fact.
That is
Hold on,
disease.
hold
100%
on,
You
no,
give
true.
us
hold
the
on,
PhD
hold
cure.
on.
was
Okay.
That is
very
men
eloquently
are the
said that.
only ones. Hold on.
We
If men
supposed
are the
to
only
deny that?
ones that if men are the only ones that can exact that type of terror on the world, then men are the
Mm,
only ones that can fix it. You're absolutely right.
Listen,
mm-mm.
100%.
we had a saying,
So
Trigger Mike,
y'all
on
are
the
big
police
pharma.
department. It takes wolves to hunt wolves. You're
Come
absolutely
on.
right,
Yep.
PhD.
100%.
You're absolutely right, PhD. But we are the problem and we are the cure at the same time.
Yep.
You can't swim with the sharks if you ain't got no fins. What we
So
talking
if
about?
maybe staying away from y'all altogether is the answer, right? You're
No,
safer
Please.
with
maybe
Y'all,
men.
but
living
You
so
and
still
putting
won't
so
make
yourself
it. You
in
that's
still
it.
won't
feminine
make it.
Hold
strain
on,
is
hold on,
You
hold on,
still
dangerous.
won't
hold on,
make it. You still
hold
won't
on,
make.
hold
You
on.
still won't make it. If you go by
You
yourself, you
didn't
still
even
won't
get it.
make
You
it.
didn't even
Because
get
you
it.
still need
Get
to
you
put
a man that's stupid enough to put his life on the line for you. That's the
No, no,
actual
no,
Facts.
no,
message.
no. Because a
Exactly.
lot of those
But hold
women
up, pay
have
attention, y'all,
men.
real quick.
No, no, no.
Real
Because a
quick.
lot of women have men, and then those men are the ones who harm them. So
Oh God.
again, like I
What is
said,
PhD,
the
but
safest thing is to avoid y'all
are women ever held
altogether.
accountable for their horrible choices?
What are you talking about, sir?
You just
no?
said women have men in their personal vicinity. That means they
Mhm.
involuntarily let those men in their lives, and those men who they voluntarily let in their lives do things to them. So that means they made
Not
a conscious. Please let me finish. Please let me finish.
go
You're a very
finish.
intelligent lady. So those women made a conscious decision to allow those men around them. They use whatever deciding factors to decide that those men were appropriate to have in their lives, and those situations ended tragically for whatever reason. You wasn't in the room, and neither was I. That is a fact. Those women made conscious decisions to bring those men around. And very often the story goes that those men are around those women for years and years and years. And the women be like, it took me 14, 15, 22 years to break free of this man who was beating me allegedly since the first day he met me. Miss, stop it. Knock it off. Women need to be held accountable for their actions if they are adults like everybody else.
Okay,
Pause.
so the woman doesn't
She ain't heard
necessarily
nothing you
choose to
said.
have those
She
men
heard
hurt.
nothing.
It's so
Right,
the
right
women
over her
don't
head.
necessarily choose to have those men in their
That
lives.
doesn't
So
make any sense. Then
men
how they get
I
that
got a
are
culture?
PhD.
okay. Can I finish now? So husbands and boyfriends aren't the only men who harm women. It could be a father. It could be a brother. I just saw a story. It could be a son today of where a son deleted his mother
She
and
blaming
his
the
older
sun, y'all.
sister. The son,
You
they
know what?
arrested him for it.
All right, all right.
So
So
if he did it,
this is the
so
part that
any of
this is
these
the
men, and
because
that's why I said you got to be away from all of them,
no,
even the
you
ones
so
that
Let's
so
move.
So,
No,
so,
you
so,
don't.
so where you gonna
hold
go,
on, hold on,
PhD?
hold on, hold
Where you
on.
gonna go?
Ladies
Dubai?
and gentlemen,
What about the case
we have to
where the mother
tackle
deletes her kids?
we
Can,
have to
That happens
tackle
often.
misleading information, okay? Because yes, PhD, but that those occurrences happen naturally. Men are bigger than women, and the young boy and all that stuff. When he realized
Used to be.
he gets bigger and his mom can't control him, maybe she was beating on him. Who knows? But the one thing that you said, maybe women should stay away
misinformation.
from men. You said maybe women should stay away from men, but most domestic violence incidents are initiated by women. So maybe we should stay away from y'all.
Fine, either way, y'all go ahead.
Okay.
Well, then
Nobody
But
fucking
then
listening.
society doesn't
misinformation.
work. If men
You
stay away from women
suggested
and
Have
men
y'all?
that
stay away
the
from men,
mother
then
would
It
delete
was
the
society
it
doesn't
was a
boy.
work.
Women get
backhanded way to
hey.
say ain't nobody leaving nobody alone. That was just a backhanded
I
statement.
and did
invite
y'all
you
notice
to.
something
You ain't never
earlier?
I
leaving us
invite you
alone,
to.
Pay
PH Diva.
attention real quick. Did y'all
I'm gonna
see?
PH
pull your
Diva,
card.
PH Diva is literally rubbing some dude leg that's asleep in her bed right now. Right
Mr.
now.
Willie, Mr. Willie.
She got her
He better
earbuds in,
than
so
y'all.
he don't know what
He
the hell
better
she's
than
saying.
y'all.
Nah, it's a hearing aid trigger.
Oh no,
Shit.
that's crazy. But pay attention. Did y'all
That's
see
funny as
how?
hell.
I know it's not polite to ask a woman's age. I gotta know. How old are you, PhD? I have to know.
50?
Then you're gonna go to bed without knowing, honey. You're gonna be
PH Diva's in
disappointed
her
tonight.
30s. Do
I just
y'all
wanted
know
to know.
you can hear a woman's age through her voice? Y'all don't
I
know
was
that.
just getting ready to say, Trick. I can hear
Absolutely.
it. She
You
definitely
can hear I
40
can
to
hear
50.
how old she is,
Yeah,
bro.
I can hear. I
I
can
just
hear
want.
it. Right.
I just want her to confirm it though. I'm guessing, but I just want her to confirm it. That's all.
She
Yeah.
said she was
Oh,
married
okay.
for 20 years, right? She about 40, 50.
Okay.
Who were you listening to when she said married for 20? That
That one PhD with the
she don't
last
got to marry
episode.
for 20.
What
She don't
an
got to marry for
idiot.
20 years though.
What an idiot.
But
So you
listen,
remember
y'all all thought.
okay. You remember when Anissa came on the other night,
What's that?
right? And
Yeah.
somebody was like, "How old are you?" Woo, woo, woo. I said it before she said it. You have to listen, and to the voice. I'm like, if she says 30s or whatever, she lying. That lady's late 40s. You can hear it in their voice.
Mm.
You can
All
hear the
right. So
cigarettes.
so what's
Trigger
up,
Mike, you
Mike?
try to say you hear the cigarettes.
Oh, I'm taking my ass to bed. Y'all like I
Yeah.
don't do late night like this on the weekend, and I got to be to work hella early. Final thoughts, anybody on this?
Yeah. Let me
Lying
say
ass.
this. Did you? And I'm gonna change the subject a little bit. But did you see the latest from your girl Ebony K?
He said final
Ah,
thoughts. B. What are you
No,
talking about?
I
He said
saw
final
I
good
saw
thoughts.
night,
a
good night,
meme.
Trigger. Protect all black women.
I
He
saw a
said
meme.
final
Was that
thoughts.
something new?
Oh yeah.
Is it has something to do with a baby? I think.
Yeah, well,
Little baby.
she reduced men to 2 vials of sperm, black men down to two. You gotta see it.
I love it.
You gotta see the link. Just put Ebony K's latest and
I
shit, man.
gotta see that because
I thought you might have saw it.
she's on a rampage because
Oh
I
man,
don't think
she's the biggest
She
misandrist in the
hurt
whole
bad,
world.
man. Somebody hurt her bad.
What's
Yeah, no doubt.
no,
why
bro.
the lady gotta be a
Society hurt her.
misandrist?
Her bus driver thing didn't go over well. Her rebuttal didn't
No,
go over
get out of
well.
here. She made money, man. The views, they probably got millions of views.
No,
She's
but
Right.
gonna go
no,
viral
bro,
again.
no. That's how we see. This is what I need men to stop doing in these spaces. Pain. That's how we think. You can make a whole think piece on Trigger Mike, and all I'm doing is watching my followers go up. Like, oh shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck. These ladies care, man. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not even gonna say a name, but I test this theory all the time.
Okay.
Fatty did a show slandering somebody ass. This chick took a break from YouTube for like 3 months, man. You see what I'm saying? They cannot handle it. As a matter of fact, the person he did that to came in my Instagram talking about, you better watch out for Fatty. He's not. I was like, what I gotta watch out for Fatty for? You see what I'm saying? They're feeling. This is the thing. Women have a need for love and belonging. It's the third in the hierarchy of needs, more than we do.
Not
So
Maslow.
when they don't feel accepted, like by
Did
the
you just
group,
quote Maslow?
Maslow, I did. When they don't feel accepted by the group, or they feel like the group hates them and is looking down, gazing on, like I literally don't give a fuck. I literally will put fingers in everybody's face, like fuck you. This is how Trigger Mike feel. I'll laugh about that shit. They can't handle it, bro. And I'm telling you, no matter how much money she made, she wishes she could change the narrative. That's why she keeps spiraling and doing all this shit. She's literally gonna come out with a book called No Bus Driver. I'm telling you, she's just gonna keep spiraling, bro.
Well, you gotta see her later. You gotta see her later. I would put a piece out on anyway. Probably for the weeks out.
All right, let me get this super chat from Sparkle. What's going on? We ain't heard you in here in a minute. What's going? What do you wait? Sparkle, let me know in the chat. What is the UK girls version of bruv? I don't know, but our shorty Sparkle, we love her here at the Trigger Mike Show. Women who deserve protection don't create or escalate situations that cause problems in the first place. We don't have the same safety in the world. Problem is the lie told that we're the same as men. Oh, truth doesn't sense make women. Sense just makes women sexy. All right, we got to teach it, man. It's our duty as men to teach it to these women. But I meant that though, PhD. But I don't think women even understand protection because you can't. Like literally, y'all are just the beneficiaries of it. There'll be y'all will have headphones on,
Trigger.
and there'll be 8 niggas getting shot behind you that was trying to stick you with something, and you just go on them on your merry way because the dudes just stomped them out for you. You know, y'all are the children of the beneficiaries of it. Women are the beneficiaries of it.
We've had too
And
many examples of men standing around watching while women were harmed for
well,
as
that's
they
you know that's a modern
as they
thing.
should.
I was
Right,
gonna,
that's
that's a
fine,
modern
Trey.
thing.
But you can't say they should do that, and they are doing that, and then say we protecting y'all without you even knowing it. Like,
PhD.
yes, sir.
I
Yes,
got
sir.
I got
That's
I've
because the
been
police
married. Hold on,
supposed to protect them. Remember, the police
I've
are
been married
supposed
for
to
28
protect
years. I got a wife and a daughter. Nothing ever happened to them because I'm always around them.
Wonderful.
So
you know what
Hey,
though?
Mike,
You know what I
So you
will
don't work.
Mike, I put the link in the chat.
do you know what
I'm
too,
on
PhD? It's not always that, because I think in this particular day and age, a lot of women are behaving so masculine that they've turned men's instinct off to like, what's the problem? I might even go to jail or get killed for a woman who will just keep walking and be like, I ain't need your help, nigga. So, you know what I mean? I feel like that's something that deactivated a lot of dudes. But one of the reasons why a lot of dudes, it's not even protecting you. Sometimes some dudes feel like if you do certain things in front of them, I've actually seen it, it's almost like you're calling them out. It's almost like a challenge. Like if somebody goes around doing certain things in your presence and you're another man, it's kind of like, hey bro, can you chill out? Can you stop wilding? Like if you're the only dude, you'd be like, so is he just doing this because he think I won't do nothing? Like I've seen some dudes react based off of that alone, right? Because it's like him trying to establish dominance on the scene. So you like, if I don't check this nigga, he probably gonna come over here and pull this shit next. So you stand up like, you good, bro? Are you all right? Why you out here just disrespected? Like I've seen that shit 100 times. It's just like a dude got to say something because you're like, what is this dude's issue that he's just out here trying to overtake the situation? Like, you know, so it's not even like we're protecting the women. Some dudes are just assessing the scene. Like, hey, are you good? Because you look erratic, nigga. You got a knife on you or something. You know what I mean? So it's not always even about you.
I think in modern times, men have gone away with the right or wrong protection. Men used to protect women right or wrong. It didn't matter what she did. Now men are looking like,
that's a
well, I
lie.
don't know
Ghetto,
who's
that's a
right.
lie. That's a lie.
That ain't ghetto talking. This
I
me.
mean JT. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, JT. That's a lie. Men
Well,
have not always men
from
have
what
not
I've seen,
Yeah, I'm finished, John.
a lot of this is I have seen this plenty of times where there's been men that will protect women no matter right or wrong. We saw it with the spirit situation where the woman slapped the man at the airport, and then when he decided to punch back, that's when all the men tried to jump in. I don't know if y'all remember that or not,
Yeah, I
but
do.
I think
Well, yeah,
now
I
in
remember he
these
turned into
in
Aaron Donald.
yeah, I remember yeah, he tackled her. Now, so in modern times, I think a lot of men are starting to look and when they don't know who's right or wrong, they're not gonna jump in now.
ghetto.
Yep.
But the point I'm
Well,
trying to make
And they
but
was
it's
that
shouldn't.
also
Especially
it's also because those situations are
especially
hella
when
confusing.
they know that
You never expect a woman to ever step like. I think those situations are so hard to interpret because I've seen it to where they jump the dude because they're just being Captain Save-A-Ho, or you know what I mean, and trying to and being simps trying to cape for the woman. Then I've seen a dude be like, no, 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 you're gonna kill her, bro. Like the way, like chill, don't go to jail.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
you look when you see a dude come off his back foot, that's how you punch a dude. You see what I'm saying? When you get that twist in the foot, like dog, you
yeah.
go break her shit wide open. Chill, chill.
Do not ever involve yourself in a domestic altercation because 9 times out of 10 they're just gonna get back
It's
together anyway. It's a
I
waste of
agree.
time.
Yeah,
It's a
I
waste of
that's
agree.
time,
fact.
yeah.
and you're
That's
risking your
fact.
life for no reason. I've seen it. I had
Right.
women jump on my back. You called us,
Yep.
sweetheart,
I agree
and we're
with that.
taking this man away, and you jumping on my back telling me not to
Mhm.
take him. Make
Don't
that
And
make
take
we
sense.
her.
stood behind stuff like that.
Dog,
I
so
agree.
if it ever seems, let me tell you, PhD, if it ever seems like I don't trust women, my roommate, when I years ago after college, after I graduated, girlfriend, he called me because he was trying to. I'm sorry, he moved back in with her. Then he was like, "No, I'm moving back into the apartment." I went to go help him get his stuff. They were arguing. She didn't know I was in the apartment yet. Like, he'd already opened the door. This lady was like, "You're not leaving. You're not leaving," like throwing his stuff and all this type of shit. So then when she was like, "Oh, you're leaving," she's in the room. This lady started throwing. I thought he was beating her up. Then he walks out like with his hands up. She's beating herself up. Then she called the cops. This is a big linebacker dude that played linebacker when we were in college. The cops took him away without asking a damn question. They didn't even take my statement as a witness, and this dude went to jail. So because of that, it's like I'm skeptical on all shit dealing with women, man. I don't
But
trust
Trigger,
it.
that's
He
how you
chose
taught
her
in the
though.
academy, though. You taught that way, though. I'm telling you some real
He
shit
chose
right
her.
now. You're taught that way in the academy. That majority of the time, just take the man. It's easier to take the man.
Damn.
You're taught that
because
way.
because they know they know the men they're gonna follow instructions.
Yep,
They know
that's
this.
actually true.
Most likely, you're gonna get your most compliance. Listen, I've been on scenes with dudes of 6'6", 300 pounds, and I'm looking at this dude like, I hope we don't want to fight today because it's gonna be a long day if he decide to fight. But those guys, the most of the time, they're the most compliant. It's the
Yep.
5'2", 125-pound woman
Damn,
that
everybody say that.
want to fight you, and she want to go at you. And a lot of it is because she thinks that you won't knock her ass out. That's a lot of what it is, right? And so, and then what do you look like? Let me tell you something. As soon as you get tough with her, guess what's on the news at 11? Police officer slams 5 small women down to the ground, not knowing this woman is a maniac. She's crazy.
Damn.
That's why I was trying to say when JT was saying earlier there was a time where men always protect women. That's false. Most time back in those times, men would beat women because the women got a line. It's not they didn't always protect them. No, they would beat them when they got out of line.
John the Baptist, but isn't that a form of
I
protection
would
though to
say
regulate
most of
somebody's
Absolutely
behavior?
not, sir.
No, it is. It is a form of
the
protection to regulate somebody's
I don't.
behavior, whether you deal with that or
We
not.
can't say that most of the time
Absolutely not.
beat
Let me
women
slap the
when
shit
they
out of you. I love
Not
you.
slap the shit out of you, but sometimes
I
people,
Yo,
love the hell out of
yo,
you.
we're playing games with it. We
so
lying. We're acting like that is
I
not a time,
know,
a form of sometimes restraining somebody, sometimes subduing somebody is protecting them literally from themselves.
That's not what he said
women are
though.
gonna
He didn't
call
say
cap on this.
restraining and subduing. He
I
said
know you're
beating the
gonna.
women.
Well,
No,
sometimes
no.
if a woman is that
Damn,
irate where she needs to get
Ike just woke
smacked
up.
out of
We
her, I
about to
mean,
end
I'm
the show.
sorry. She
We
needs
about
to
to
get the
end the
shit
show,
smacked out of
Ike.
her.
I gotta go to sleep. Let me
Okay.
say this though,
but we
because
can't
you're
say
gonna
most
call
of the
cap.
time.
You're gonna call cap. One of the reasons I feel like we need to go full court press because I have a vision now that like the way women are behaving and just doing outlandish shit with impunity out here in the streets, that's going to lead to law enforcement and other people not giving a fuck. So you see what I'm saying? And that's when it's really curtains on women. So when somebody said, "Oh, they don't think we're going to knock their ass out if they try us like this," there's going to be a point where nobody's going to do anything to you for knocking her ass out.
Trigger Mike, no one cares
It's
now.
gotten to that point
A
in
woman's
several
body was
countries.
found in a dumpster, burnt. And because the
You
cops
see,
was telling
because
racist jokes,
exactly
no
if
one
their
cared.
behavior gets so out of line, that's why I'm sitting here like y'all don't understand it. Go to other countries. They do this shit in Russia.
Dubai,
in certain
Dubai,
places.
Dubai, Dubai, where the
They're
lady
like,
was screaming.
yo, if
The
you get
lady
out of
was
line
screaming.
as a woman, the only recourse we have for you is for you to get consequences on the spot. Whatever anybody feel like doing, that I don't want that shit to happen. I got a daughter out here that needs to move freely, all right, and not be misconstrued for
And
one of
that's the
somebody's
byproduct of
misbehavior.
living in the freest country in the world. Your
Damn,
women
I'm
start to
telling
feel
you,
entitled when you live in the freest world.
Hey, listen,
the
the
entitlement is crazy.
Dubai chick is in big trouble. And because, nobody bought the story. She was a hyena here in the States, and she took that hyena shit with her over there in Dubai, and they ain't letting her go. I wouldn't be
No, they
surprised
don't
if
need
she doesn't. I
that.
don't.
So
She's gonna
that's
get
what
some
I'm
jail
saying.
time.
When we say we're not celebrating, these things are necessary. These stories need to happen. They need to be told. You need to be scared out of this behavior. That like this behavior. You went into this country. You know these people don't play that shit. I would not believe her for 1 second. But like I always say on the
That's
show,
because we
practice
got too
makes
many.
habit. If you
We got too
practice
many.
being a stone cold bitch in the United States, you ain't gonna be able to put that shit up when you get to the Emirates or to Asia or Africa or wherever the hell you go. You've been responding that way your whole life. You're gonna respond that way. You don't have enough humility, enough home training to be like, I'm not at home right now. Let me respect
But
these people. Let me do yes, sir, no, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, and all that. Anywhere I go, that's who I am anyway, right? But that's
Trigger
the way
Mike, they
people
can't.
do it.
But Trigger Mike, they'll never get
He's
it.
a
They would never
chameleon
get.
anyway.
They would never get it because the American men, they're too simple and too weak to actually beat women. So that's why when women go overseas, they have issues like that because they don't understand that like men go overseas. Okay, like Trey's been to war. He's had 3 times overseas fighting
Yeah.
war. He understands the consequence when he got a line.
Oh, he the
He
man.
know he knows
Hey,
more. He know so when you been punched in the face a couple times, you understand consequences. I'm
oh yeah.
saying I'm not
Hey,
trying to
bro.
say that we need to sometimes you need that women happen to them.
Hey,
Let them happen to
being
them.
punched in the face, being punched in the nose is like one of the worst
Yes, sir.
feelings.
Them
I've
eyes
not in
start to water.
no
Mhm.
that shit starts stinging.
Yes,
Woo!
sir. You know what
Woo!
John the Baptist is referring to pain memories. I
Feel
know
like it breaks
as
every.
men we grow up and we get a lot of pain memories, right? You fall off your
Yes.
bike, you,
Yes,
you
sir.
remember, okay, don't do that. Like don't hug that corner too tight because I'll fall off my bike. We understand pain memories we grow up. Women don't have pain memories, right? It isn't until they actually get punched in the face. You talk to a woman who's been punched in the face by a man and ask her how she reacts now, how she talks to men now, because she remembers how much it hurt, right? So
Never do
what
it
we need,
again.
I agree with John to a
Trey,
degree. We need to start giving women need some pain memories in order for them to start to act correctly. That's the
but
whole
Trey,
point behind
Look, let
spankings
me
and
just
all
to
that
tell
other
y'all.
hold on
nonsense.
real
Let me
quick, guys,
tell y'all
just to
something.
piggyback off that real quick. What's so interesting about that is I'd argue that's exactly how Angel was acting earlier, but dudes was jumping on her all crazy. And that's why some of the dudes up here was trying to protect her innately because they've seen like it was like we almost felt like, yo, she's really saying she's going through something, but everybody else up here acting wild, especially the two wannabe intelligent ladies that was sitting to the far left of the panel. You seen how they
Oh,
were
she
just
gonna
attack.
come back. She gonna come back.
Let them
Oh Lord.
fake intellectuals come back up here anytime they want. But like she literally was talking about a trauma that she was going through and she was nervous. She was like hesitant to express it. Like those are things that somebody who's actually been through those things may actually like exhibit. So like she was just trying to say that. So it's so interesting that you'll bring that up now, but while she was trying to express it, nobody was trying to give her the time of day.
Damn.
Because
My
okay, so
man, yeah,
but to your point, the reason why it was hard, women need to understand, and they'll never get it because on panel we all do panels like this, and women will never get it. There are some spaces that men and women do not need to be in when conversations are being had. But YouTube is so funny because it's a public channel. People can get up there and talk, and the respect that women should have for men gets lost. And so what she was trying to do was she's trying to have a conversation. I get what y'all trying to
She
protect
was
her,
trauma bonded.
but yeah, but
She
the
was
problem
trauma
was
bonded.
she need to be in a situation that's protected. This is not a space for her. This is not a space for women. Period.
And
Y'all
not
say it
only
is.
that, she was
Y'all
off
say it.
subject.
Y'all say it is, but it's not. This space is not protected for women. Only men should be on these panels, but y'all keep trying to invite women up. Call me the old male chauvinist if you want to. I'm trying to protect women generally.
No, man, they don't need that kind of protection that they can't.
I agree with you.
All
I
right,
mean,
y'all.
it
I'm
depends
taking
on
my
the
black
topic.
ass.
It depends
I'm
on the
taking my
topic.
black ass to sleep. I ain't
It
fucking
depends on
with
the
y'all. I
topic.
got
All right.
E,
R-Pain,
my man
R-Pain,
William.
Yes,
R-Pain,
sir.
$2.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. A
R-Pain.
man will,
Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
and men will always protect the feminine woman. That is facts. It is the simple lack of femininity that has made men disengage their instinct. Because first off, a man will protect a feminine woman for various reasons. His instinct might just be like, hey, protect this woman. This dude's trying to bully her. Rarely do I see men let women get bullied because you know that shit ain't fair. Pick on somebody your own size. One. Two, I have protected a woman simply because I was trying to get some ass. That chick was fine as shit. Okay?
Sam,
Hey, bro.
That's not.
How
But
dare you
see,
protect
that's
the woman?
not protection. That's
Sam,
not
If
protection,
you
Trigger.
saw
That's
that
not
Sam,
ass
protection.
on this list,
That's not protection, Trigger.
No.
That's not
How dare you
protection.
protect the woman? The police
that
are supposed to do that,
it's
remember?
all the
How
same.
dare
Doesn't
you
matter the
protect the woman?
motive.
How dare you protect your wife and your daughter? The police are supposed to do that. Black men can't protect because we're too weak. How dare you protect that woman? The police, that's the police job, remember? That's what we were told.
I can give
Black
you a case. I can give you a
supposed
case
to
right
protect
now that
women.
shows you that the police are not required to protect you. Parkland, Florida, had a school
Oh,
shooting.
I'm already.
But that school shoot,
I'm
there
in
were
full
officers
agreement.
that were at that school. They
Was that?
went to trial, and that guy was acquitted. That officer was acquitted, and he more than
Yep.
likely will get his job back. Yeah, they are not required to protect you. I'm trying to get you guys to stop thinking this way. When you see somebody that's their position, they will
Look,
not be held accountable for
I'm in
not
full
protecting
agreement
you.
with
That Parkland, Florida, is a prime example. That dude let that school shooter go up in there and take them kids
you.
out.
Uvalde,
He
Texas.
and he didn't even go in there.
Oh
Do
man.
you remember what happened in Uvalde, Texas
Yep,
in
Uvalde is another
2020?
Yeah,
case.
Uvalde.
Exactly.
The
Yep.
19
These dudes just stood by.
dude was
God,
using hand
that
sanitizer.
makes me upset. That makes me upset.
I'm gonna tell
One
y'all
Uvalde.
something.
one dude was
I'm
calling
gonna
his wife. He was on the phone with his wife.
tell you something else too.
The other dude was using hand sanitizer and laughing and stuff.
Let me ask y'all a question. How many women come on these panels y'all think are actually feminine?
Damn, I ain't seen
Not
I ain't
me.
Unfortunately,
seen
very
my
few.
I mean, just throw a percentage on it.
10.
Maybe 3 or 4.
God damn, that's low.
5%.
Cause I'm gonna say,
I'll say 10.
cause I'm gonna say this. If I don't know many
Hold on. Define
feminine
feminine. Do
women.
we mean feminine as if they talk very gracefully, they don't cut men off? Well, in fact, I'm biased because I'm on a lot of different panels. So I'll go over to She Critique. Yeah, there are feminine women over there. I'll frequent some, but yeah, I'll say 10%.
I don't know. Majority of feminine women I know, they don't like going back and forth with men. They can disagree with you, but they don't like going back and forth with you. Too many women on these spaces like going back and forth with men. I don't find that feminine at all. You can disagree with me. I don't know why, but why you want to go back and forth with me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, I mean, there's a mixture. I mean, it's not that many feminine. Listen, these spaces are not made for the feminine women, but there are enough. You just got to go to their channels. But let's just say in the population, how many feminine women in the population? There's more than what we think. But where are they, and how do they hide behind the hyena?
They're in the other ethnic groups, bro. Unfortunately.
I'm actually starting to question how many is in the society period. I'm just not black. I'm just
Oh
saying the
no,
society period.
well, I was gonna say the ones that we can date. You're right, because the other ones are being protected by their
Well,
dad
that
and
ain't
past.
y'all problem. Y'all married. Y'all good. Don't even worry about it. That's not y'all
Damn
problem.
right,
That's my problem.
damn right,
I'm
it ain't
single.
our problem. You
I'm
goddamn
single. I'm
right.
the one that got
And
to
on
worry
that
about
note,
that.
we're gonna end the show. Thank y'all, man. You goddamn right, Trey. It ain't my fault. Oh, it ain't my fault. Y'all niggas better watch y'all back, man. These ladies out here scandalous. Carlee, Abduction was a host. Next, they're gonna be kidnapping dudes. We got girls in Vegas or wherever that them two ladies was, deleted a whole dude and just went on about their day. But no, this is just more evidence of the trash culture, man. If people think they can get away with this stuff, and I know that these things happen, and whoop de whoop, but it's more, it's about the response from the people. Don't make excuses for this lady. It's inexcusable. As a culture, we are losing credibility by the day. And yes, everybody that's black, because they associate everybody that's black with other black people. Do better. All right. You cannot function as an ethnic group with people and relationships and children without some form of integrity. Without some form of integrity. You got to have a little bit of it, at least a functional amount of integrity within a community to make things work. Hey, you give me, if I see a kid on the street, I'm not going to harm your kid some more. They're already in distress. I'm going to sit here, stand still, hold the kid's hand and wave for their parent. You got to have some kind of integrity. But yeah, man, I'm working tomorrow, so I'm not going to be on in the daytime tomorrow. But the big show, Lapeef Let's Talk, is tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Hit the bell for notifications. Thank you so much for all the super chats that y'all sent through this evening. It is late. We're going to get more of these late shows going. This is pretty dope. I like it. All right, y'all. I'm out. It's your boy Trigger Mike. I'll catch you next time. Thanks to everybody on the panel that came up. Y'all are dope. Thank you for always giving good vibes and good conversation to the Trigger Mike show. I rock with y'all. I'm out.